board members? How we doing this fine, fine Saturday morning? Well, I hope. As it is immersive, aka no face cam horror stream Saturday, we will eventually be getting around to some more Pathologic 2, which is all psychological dread. And boy, does it hit hard. Super hard. But in the meantime, we're going to be doing some more Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Just a wee bit, just a smidge of it. A couple hours worth, just to figure out if we can finally find a staff to use. We're somewhat obsessed with staves who can't actually get a staff. I guess I shouldn't have sold that first one you get, the goblin one, the goblin like lightning staff that we found in the tutorial. But I didn't realize I was going to be able to charge it on or get it recharged by someone inside of the city. I had assumed incorrectly that I was going to have to do it myself. But, you know, what can you do? All you could do is hope. Hope and pray that your staff-obsessed character finds a staff. Let's see, where? It's an ease. Why? There it is. There it is. All right. Let's get this going. What did we do last time? I think last time, did we even complete a quest? I think I was just going around inside of random dungeons and caves and stuff fighting things. We've kind of just been slamming our face into random things, getting levels, getting some experience and stuff. We really haven't been following any kind of direct line. We're just kind of wading into the distance and hitting anything that comes at us, other than wolves, apparently, since we've now been politely requested not to kill wolves. Apparently Discord is on. Oh, okay, we left off here. In one of our many secret bases. Welcome, I swear I'm not an elk. How you doing? You have a good day? You up to anything right now? I know you had some work today, right? Oh yeah, I forgot this is busted. We need to use... We have repair hammers, right? Or do I not? Maybe I left them behind. I don't even have a live notification. I just saw you launch the module. Ah. I guess it's a good thing I forgot and left Discord on. Alright, well, welcome. You know, Twitch, it just doesn't do a very good job with the letting people know when you go live thing. I'm home from work and working up the willpower to remove my contact lenses. Oof. Yeah, I had a Halloween costume that had contact lenses, like some really nice high quality ones that I got from an actual optometrist, an optometrist, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of having to take them, put them in. Taking them out isn't so bad. I didn't mind doing that. That part was kind of easy. Putting them in was harder for me. My eyes are burning. It's so hot today. The weather, not the thought of my dry eyes. Yeah. Apparently there's supposed to be a heat wave coming in here in the States in the next couple of weeks. Like, it's supposed to be starting here in the next couple of days, and then it's, from what I understand, it's supposed to stay around for like 2 weeks. So I'm not looking forward to that, considering it was already in the 90s here. So something along the lines of the 30s over there. And it's supposed to get up into the like triple digits, up to closer to 115. So all my dogs are melting. Yeah, I can't imagine. Like, I see people where I work out walking with their dogs, and I can't imagine what that's got to be like for the dog. Nice. In 110-degree weather, and you have like a husky. How are you keeping that thing alive? What are you doing? It's the only reason, like, well, that's not the only reason, but that's one of the reasons I don't own like a husky dog. As adorable and as fun as they seem, that's like the biggest reason I don't own one, is because it just feels like, no, this is a terrible place for them to live. My elderly border collie struggles. Yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah. I mean, it double sucks because at least there you're not used to the hot weather. Here in the Arizonas, you at least kind of get used to having hot weather so often. But over there, it's supposed to be cloudy, rainy, and a little bit cold. It's lovely, but him and one of the older greyhounds do not do well today. Yeah, I'm sure they didn't. Oh, our horse is still here. That's good. This is a stolen horse, by the way. We didn't kill the guard. We let some bandits kill the guard because the guard killed a wolf, and we have to defend all wolves. Tomorrow, I intend to wet towel them both in the face. Fair, fair. Nice cold wet towel. Sounds like that would be probably appreciated. Oh, there's a bandit camp over here. Also, we need to find a bed. I found bog water. Ooh, is this a bed? Horse, does this count as a bed? It does. I can sleep here. Ika, welcome. Technically, you rescued that horse. It's true. I rescued this horse from being abandoned by its dead owner. You're not wrong. But welcome, Ika. How are you doing today? Hopefully work's not too rough on you. Just an hour to get a level in. Alright. How is this possible? We've leveled up so many times. How are we not getting +5s? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's so frustrating. Let's see. How much affects how much fatigue you have, your health, your sleep, and raised levels. Governs the skills of block, armor, and heavy armor. I mean, those are things we're worried about. So, I mean, we need the intelligence and the willpower right now. We need to regenerate magic quickly, and we need more magic overall, right? You know why? If you had higher intelligence. I guess. If this system wasn't so obtuse, maybe I would get it, but this system is incredibly obtuse on the way they handle these sort of things. Alright. Well, we did find literally what I was looking for, which was just a bed. Just a small, nice camp where we can hang out with our horse and sleep for the night. Now we're just going to ride into the distance with our rescued horse. Which I guess technically is faster than me, I think. Maybe if we had our athletics maxed out, we could run as fast as a horse. Or as fast as Ika, since Ika runs faster than horses, but... Igor, Ika's character does, but... Alright, I'm guessing there's going to be enemies here. Almost all these forts have some kind of enemies. I'd be interested in where our D&D journey outside the camp will go. Okay, well that's good. I mean, I have story written. Not all of it, but I have outlying things. We're gonna have some fun, hopefully, when you guys get to town. We'll see. We should have some fun on the way to town. Why am I not recovering anything from these plans? Also, random treasure chest. Yeah, I mean, that's a 2 to 1. That's not a terrible. It's like a 2.5. Oh. Wait, is there an underground area or not? I thought I saw a door. Ah, it's over here. Yeah. The question is there any secrets up high? Tess quits and will elope next session. What? Also continue to abuse Tessa's mending cantrip. So you're not abusing it, you're literally using what it's for. That's what it's for, is for fixing things. It's not like you're using fireball to mend rope. You're literally using mend to mend rope. That's what it's for. He does not know how cantrips work, so I'll tell him I ran out. Oh, okay. There you go. It's true, he has no magical training, so... Okay, there we go. A little shimmy wiggle to get up here, but... Is there nothing up here, though. There's nothing. Usually there's a little bit higher area where there's at least something hidden, even if it's just a skeleton. Nothing. Alright, well, let's go find out what's inside this. Wait. Wait, why does it say I have another level? I just noticed it's saying I still have levels. What? Could I theoretically very slowly repair a castle ruins? Everything but probably the walls. I think the walls on a castle might be larger than the one foot by 1 foot square requirement. I thought I was done leveling up, but no, apparently I have more levels? I think we're officially hitting the broken part of the leveling system in this, everybody, by the way. I only want soon enough, or just have Thuran show how it works. Yeah. Ask Thuran how it works. Yeah. Buy some cheap ruins, find parts, and make it cheap fixer up shape. Wait, I can restore weapons then, I think. You could mend them, but you can't. So remember, you're fixing broken things. You're not sharpening a weapon with magic. That's different. Wait, did I just find a fairy ring? What is going on here? I think I just found a fairy ring. And I'm referring to the real life supernatural location known as a fairy ring. I don't think this module has a designation for fairy ring. Bog Beacon Asco Cap. There's just a silver goblet here. What? Relocating to bed at 7 p.m. My goodness. Wow, you might actually get like go to bed at a reasonable time, like we're adults or something. Just gross. I'm 19 till I die. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna stay up till 4 a.m. playing World of Warcraft with my buddy, and then I'm gonna go to bed and get up and go to work at 1 p.m. There's nothing you can do to stop me. So once I get Igor his own cantrips, you can also abuse his. I mean, that's true. Okay, so wait. I guess I need to sleep again? I have concerns. I'm really worried we're gonna outlevel our resources. I do like this campsite though. I'm a little concerned that the wood looks like it's wood from like a broken down house, but the rest of this is quite adorable. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. See, this looks more like where we need to be. Probably need to stick with this. I mean, we got to get this 5 in endurance. Wait, what is it? Balance your fatigue level. Show my bows. Less worried about that. Move, athletics, light armor, and acrobatics. Personality, I'm not worried about. Affects how quickly you regenerate magic. How much fatigue you have. Governs the skills of destruction, alteration, and restoration. I mean, we are still hitting stuff with hammers. We might want to take some strength. Magica and magic use. Yeah, we probably should do this. Let's get a little strength in there. These are some incredibly productive naps we're taking, by the way. Okay, apparently we're still getting levels. Okay. Health will increase when you sleep. Okay. So we're going to have a lot of health. Guess we'll just go like this. We still have more levels. This is almost concerning. Okay, we're out of levels. We just leveled up, I think, what, 3 times there? I feel like we probably just broke the world, though. Everything, remember, every creature in every dungeon we go into is now going to be 3 levels higher than they were. Because the whole world scales off of me, which is sort of bonkers, but... So that means, yeah, the whole world just got tougher. Hopefully this silver warhammer will keep us in business. I feel like our fire magic probably isn't going to keep up since, you know... Is this... Okay, I was like, is this horse stuck? Oh, I can harvest from the back of the horse? Oh, I didn't realize that. That's a changer. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Now that we don't have any levels waiting on us. Oh yeah, I forgot I should be throwing mysticism. Oops. Mysticism out, right? So we're practicing mysticism all the time. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Hoop. 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 Hip. Hoop. Hop. Hip. Hip. Hoop. Hoop.
You're outmatched. Why won't this ends here?
Okay. Just giving him the fireball team. Thanks to my blocking ability, we're actually doing okay. Ow. Got him. Alright. Okay, what's your deal? You have a dwarven claymore? What? Oh my god. I don't think I was supposed to be able to beat you in a fight. Oh, you have steel heavy armor. What? Root? Dang, our strength is, our carrying capacity is also up much higher. Wow. Huh. Weird that a dwarven claymore doesn't do as much damage as my steel warhammer. I guess technically our steel warhammer weighs a lot more, though. It's an additional 10 pounds. Oh, you actually have iron boots in better shape than mine. Oh, I forgot this is giving us endurance, though. I can put on the steel gauntlets, though. We can have big floppity hands. We got puppet mitts now instead of normal ones. I don't know if the endurance... We'll keep the endurance for now and see where we end up. Wow, so that was a fight. We are moving... Oh, we're still crouched. It's like, man, we're moving really slow. But I forgot that's because we're technically sneaking. Okay, can I... I wonder if I had, like, telekinesis. Could I push that lever from here? Is this module actually willing to give me some, like, reverse puzzle-solving skills like that? I know stuff like that doesn't exist in Skyrim. They realized it was a bad idea, but... Oh my god, there's another one. How many are there? Headshot. Oh my god. Doubt it? Yeah, I mean, I doubt it too, but...
You're pathetic.
I am?
Yeah.
You're the one being lit on fire with like a level 1 magic bolt over and over again. Oh!
Show me what you've got.
I'm not even attacking yet. That's how crazy you are.
Let's get this
You think
over
you're
with.
winning, and you're not, and I'm not even attacking you with my main weapon yet.
That's the best you can do.
It's not, actually.
What's the matter? Is the baby? Wah! Ooh!
Yeah, that's what happens.
This ends here. Oh! Ooh!
Now you're just dead, idiot. Okay, I can't carry this, even though it's totally worth it. Is that a 5? Maybe 15. Yeah, it's a 5% upgrade. Or a by 5 pound, like, improvement. What should I know this? Oh, you can have these old iron boots. Yes, perfect. You have a steel claymore. Okay. Cool. We got really lucky that we got this silver warhammer, I think. I think we got very lucky with that. Time to ride our horse back to town. And by town, I mean my secret underwater hideout. Can I not? Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't cast spells when I'm on horseback. That's unfortunate. Well, that makes the not fast traveling pointless. It makes it absolutely pointless if I can't heal while we're doing it. Also gonna harvest this nin root while we're here. Might as well throw it in our inventory, or in our stash. Because I think there's these two, and I think there's one more over by the tree. I thought I remember there being 3 in this area. Because it wowed me. Oh, yeah, there it is. Perfect. But how's everyone doing? Ika, how's work? I swear I'm not an elk. How excited are you for Iron Maiden? It's a little secret, apparently. Someone's going to an Iron Maiden concert. What does this do, by the way? Only a vampire carrying pureblood salts may use this pool. Oh. Okay. I'm not a vampire with pureblood salts, so I don't need to worry about that. Sweet. That makes things convenient. Riding on horse equals raging. I mean, from from a barbarian perspective, I guess you're not technically wrong. Oh, there is a bed in here. Okay. I thought I remember there not being a bed in here. Wait, have I been in this area before? Did I discover a new hallway? Oh, we're in the hallway that leads to whatever this is. This is the room we don't go into. Right. Yeah, I don't know what this area is, so we don't go in here. I mean, this statue only kind of reminds me of the weird shadow monster from, what was that module called? Like the Song of the Dead or whatever. It very much reminds me of that kind of aesthetic. Okay, wait, where is... That's just the skeletons. This is dead end. Persona idiot, welcome. Finally able to tune into this stream. Yeah, welcome. You're not missing much though, to be fair. You're just watching me wander around inside of apparently some ancestors' lost underground secret base. For evil characters, of course. Because they have to put that in there. I mean, it doesn't help that technically we are wanted in every city in the Imperium or whatever, but every city in the Empire wants us dead right now for some reason. Which is crazy, because I haven't even done anything yet, to be honest. If I'm being honest with everyone here, I haven't even done anything crazy yet. I literally was just like walking around and accused some evil guy of being evil, and then I ran away from him, and now they all want me dead. To be fair. To be completely fair. Also, my day is going... I have to drive an hour to another city today. Oh, no! No, God, why? Why don't we have teleporters? I want teleportation. And not flying cars. Flying cars sounds terrible. Think about that for a second. Do you want some 19-year-old who barely knows what they're doing to be flying around in a flying car that can go like 220 miles an hour and can just slam into the side of your house? No, you don't want that. There's a reason that pilots have to have such strenuous that's not the term. Strenuous? No. No. Nope, I lost it. Such extreme training before they fly a plane. Sinuous? Nope, that's not it either. We'll figure it out someday, team. I have an interesting copy of this module on Xbox 360. It shows T for teen on the box and M for mature on the disc. Nice! It's for work, so I get paid for the mileage. Oh, that's good at least. Sure it wasn't the trademark logo? Well, no, it would be Bethesda. Wouldn't that just be a B for beyond comprehension? I don't know. What do I look like? Someone who works for the ratings board? Okay. Oh, I don't need this with me at all times either. I'm happy lockpicks don't have a weight. I'm happy about that. Oh, I forgot. Technically, I'm wearing these too, which weigh more than our old iron ones. Forgot about that. I'm sure it was changed at one point. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, they do stuff like that all the time. The problem is everything's mass-produced, and then if something changes, they have to either reproduce it or just use it and not care. So it's a trade-off, right? I mean, I'm fine with it. I think that's awesome. That sounds like one of those limited edition things that in like 30 years should have been worth a lot of money. I mean, it's not, but it should have been. Wait, where'd our horse go? Hello? Our horse is gone. Our horse is just straight up gone. Well, I mean, it was technically a loner horse, so it was bound to disappear on us at some point, team. There's a slaughterfish over there. I accidentally killed the difficulty on the module because I power leveled my sneak to 100. An enemy power scale with any skill. Oh, yeah. See, horses are sneaky traders. They're not sneaky traders. It's a horse. It just wandered off. Or, you know, despawned because this module is very, very silly. Oh, no, wait. Did I leave the horse over there? Maybe I left the horse over there. Let me double check. I don't see the horse is why I think it's gone. But it might be behind that rock. Let me double check. But yeah, that's why I've been concerned about whether I bother to level up in this at all. Wandered off. Abandoned you. Did not abandon me. Ah, it was hiding behind this rock the whole time. See? It's just playing a funny module with me. And we found the horse. It was hiding behind the rock where I left it, apparently. But, yeah, that's why I've been concerned about leveling up in this. Is that I know how busted, just warning you then, how busted the leveling system in this was. Where if you just do the wrong thing too much in the way of, like, jumping too much, you can kind of bust your leveling up. And by the time you get to the done, you're like, towards the end of the leveling scale, your character is, like, useless. So I've been very scared to level up in general. I'm going to do it because I want to play the module as it is made, but I'm very concerned just the same. Give me some of the stink horn. Horses in Gacy have the power of teleportation. I mean, that's the easy way of doing it, right? I mean, Red Dead Redemption has that way. The Assassin's Creed modules have it that way. It's just the easy way of doing things is having your horses be able to teleport to you when you need it. And it's satanic powers. I mean, I'm pretty sure angels can teleport too, so it doesn't necessarily have to be satanic. It can be if you want a heck horse, but it doesn't have to be. You know what I mean? I mean, technically, I guess you wanted a heck horse, you'd have a what do you call it? A unicorn? Right? Unicorns are evil, and Pegasi are angel horses, so they're considered good. What am I about to do? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. I have no idea what's about to happen, team. You draw power from the well. Oh. I have been blessed? Heck Rider, starring Nicolas Cage. Yeah. Exactly. But I mean, he rides on a steel horse. Because he's edgy. He's an edgy boy. Also, I forgot to ask last night, but were we getting Sheen's curse removed via the wizard or via the circles? I mean, that's up to you. Technically. If you want to talk to the wizard about it, that's going to be off the books. If you want it on the books, then you can talk to the circles about it. I will give you that one for free, as it's just... That's just a lore about how the world works. That's not really like a deep cut into, you know, story elements. Forgot about that. I just accepted him as a werewolf. I mean, now that he knows that there's a cure, it's on him if he wants to be cured or not, right? Plan to make him an ambassador of where? Wait, is there someone? Oh, what? What are you doing here? This is my home. Oh, probably did I level up after? I did level up. Or no, I didn't level up. I did all the leveling up before I came in here. Why are you here?
Why won't you die?
Because I'm better than you. I'm Chindrak Nottenlight. I'm basically unkillable by, you know, low-level scum like yourself. I can literally dodge your arrows. I'm Chindrak Nottenlamp. Now you're dead. How do you feel about that, idiot? Probably pretty stupid. And you should feel stupid. Oh, look at all this good stuff. Oh, and a repair hammer? Why, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Not worth it. I'm out for the roll regardless. I think I have peaked in life. Why? What just happened? Did Howdy Partner bring you, like, I don't know, crumpets in bed or something? Oh my god, another heavy armor person? Seriously?
Ow! This ends here.
I know it does, but for who is the question.
Let's get this over with.
I mean, right now you're technically losing, by the way.
I'm gonna bleed you slow.
You're doing a bad job.
That's the best you could do. Ow! Do your work.
And you're dead. Do your worst. I absolutely did do my worst. Ooh, another repair hammer. Wait, what kind of armor? You had steel armor. What kind of armor? Wait, what? Iron boots. Oh, steel boots. Okay, nice. Iron 2. Steel boots. Wait, they're... Wait, steel boots don't have better armor than iron boots? What's the point? That's incredibly silly. I'm already using steel gauntlets, right? Oh. Yeah, I already have steel gauntlets on. Alright. Got a lift to and from work where I was paid to play with big dogs following a night of D&D. Returned home, went to bed with an almond magnum when I proceeded to watch some guy halfway across the world play the greatest module of this series. Also, my cat greeted me when I came in, which was nice. What's an almond magnum? That sounds interesting. What was magnimus? What? Magnimus? Magnanimous? Again, in Britain? I don't know what that means. Magnanimous means like like friendly and like willing to give, right? Ice cream with chocolate coating with almonds in. Oh, wow. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice for... I mean, if you like chocolate, that sounds great. I myself am not a big chocolate person, but... Also, that apparently British people call Band-Aids plasters. Oh, you know what? I think I've heard of that also, Ika. I think that sounds correct. I'm just going to stand over here casting spells without even sneaking, and this person isn't going to notice. I am out of magicka, though. Band-Aid is... yes, Ika, Band-Aid is a charity event. Does that still go on? That was a one-time event, right? Oh, there are a lot of people here. What?
Huh?
Now you're on fire. How do you feel about that? Do you feel as silly as you look? Because you look very silly. Nice. Don't bring any backup. Respect the 1v1.
Oh. I'm just warming up. Pathetic
How did
worm.
that not...
Ah!
Die, damn you!
No.
I fought mud crabs.
You fought mud crabs that could shoot fireballs? You fought some serious mud crabs, lady.
Do your worst.
Ow. I'm not doing my worst. I'm actually doing, like, probably the least I could be doing. Okay, now you're dead. See? Don't you feel silly? Is that worth it? I think that's technically worth it. I bet you feel so silly. So silly. Take this and then wear it in this. Iron Greaves. Yeah. Pretty sure it was a one-time thing, but it asked... But if you ask me for Band-Aids, it comes to mind. Ah, okay. If the module had a VR port like Skyrim, imagine how much more half-baked it would be. Well, I mean... I would say... I've never played Skyrim VR. But I have played Skyrim. I wasn't as big a fan as most people are, apparently, of it. Just the pile of half-dressed bodies. Oh, that's always fun. If this place keeps respawning as quickly as it seems to be, apparently I'm going to have found an infinite dungeon of dungeoning or something. What is going on, by the way? Yeah, if there was a VR port, I think this would be okay. I don't remember Skyrim being like kind of the mess that early, or Oblivion being the mess that early Skyrim was. I know eventually it got better, but I feel like initially Skyrim was pretty rough. True, but mods are needed for Skyrim VR. It just sucks without mods. Oh, gotcha. Well, I mean, is this easier or harder to mod? I've never been one for the modding community, really. It always felt like way more challenge to get working than it was worth for the final result. So, like, what is the trade-off? Or how much... I mean, I guess how hard is it to mod Oblivion is the question, right? Just like in AOD where you leave behind a masses of naked dead enemies behind you. Yeah, I'd like to play stick module as VR. Yeah, I guess Kingdom Come Deliverance as a VR would be interesting. You're not wrong. Maybe if I get my heavy armor skill up high enough, it will it will actually be worth it to use the steel instead of the iron. I'm just trying to figure out what I have on me and what needs to be fixed. Oh, okay, my metal armor is getting low. Can I fix metal armor, like magical metal armor with just basic repair hammers? Is that a thing? Or do I have to use a spell? Oh, I can't. Only a journeyman armor or higher may repair magical items. I'm not good enough. Team. Team, I'm not good enough. We should be getting close, though. I have been repairing a lot of stuff. I feel like we gotta be close to journeyman at this point. I just like Sims 3 and all predecessors. How many people are you killing in Sims 3, though? It's quite simple. I just use Vortex Mod Manager, and it's simple. Just a matter of figuring out which mods you need to make the module stable. Oh, okay. I've heard. I think I have Vortex technically on this PC, but I haven't used it in like forever. That I don't even. I didn't even remember what it was for. But I do remember seeing Vortex on my desktop a bunch. I might have gotten it when I was trying to fix Fallout New Vegas, but I didn't. I don't think I did a good enough job on that. Killed so many Sims as a kid. Also, lots of civilians in Roller Coaster Tycoon as a kid. I mean, you just set up a roller coaster that just ends abruptly and everyone dies. I actually try to have my Sims lead good lives now, but there is a literal murder mod, and you can just shoot people. Wow, that's impressive, actually. Those civilians had it coming. I mean, yeah, they were stupid. If they're stupid enough to go into an amusement park where they can see that all the rides don't have an ending, they just let you fall into the ether or whatever. Yeah, it's their own fault. My God, that moon is that a moon? What is that? Is that the final boss? What is it? I mean, the skybox still looks gorgeous, but what is this? Because it's not the moon. It's not glowing. I don't know what that is. FNV is a mess to play without mods, and reinstalling the mods I have is a nightmare. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I tried to just install a stabilization mod, but I don't think I did it correctly. I think there's probably just a bunch of extra files sitting inside of Fallout New Vegas file on this PC that are just not doing anything. The one wasn't so bad, but when I charged them to use the bathroom and also trapped them on a skyscraper height plateau, that was a bit evil. Ah, fair. 'Tis the source of the horse's power. You must destroy it. I mean, I would destroy it just for the sake of seeing if I could become strong enough to actively destroy it. But, you know, Akuma style, where it's just, I must battle the strongest thing I can find, so I'm constantly getting stronger. But I also need to find a staff, so, which is going to be hard because I don't have a place to sell stuff, since I'm technically wanted in all 15 towns, apparently. Apparently, I upset one guy, and now every guard in every town wants me dead. So, oh. Hello, other ominous glowing thing I've found just around. How are you doing? It's a serpent stone. I'm also going to say before this. Marked by a special fate, you rule your destiny. Do you choose to steer by the stars of the serpent? Oh, this is one of the things that changes my original birth sign. Ah, okay. I'm not worried about doing that. The lady actually works out well for the build we're running, so. What is it? A sorcemancer? What is it? What did I call it? A chin? A Sorsachin. Yeah, a Sorsachin. Actually, this works fine for a Sorsachin. I can't believe how much loot they're throwing at me with this dungeon, by the way. I wonder if I got into with the Thieves Guild. Do you think the Thieves Guild has a merchant who's not inside of a town? There's got to be at least one, right? What? Who? Ma'am. Who are you? And why are you here?
The best you can do.
Why is there a bandit here suddenly? What? Ma'am, I haven't even begun fighting you yet. What are you talking about?
You'll never take it. Yeah!
Ah! Okay, dead. Well, that was odd. I imagine, but I don't know. In Elder Scrolls, yeah. Okay, well, that was a whole thing that just happened, team. Dang, leather gloves are a 1 to 10 weight to cost ratio? I need more leather gloves. She handles fire to the face well. I mean, to be fair, I'm also shooting her with, like, the weakest fire spell I think the module gives you, so... I'll say she's half tough and that half of me is just firing really weak fire. I guess I'm basically firing like a Roman candle at her face. Essentially is what's going on here. Okay, did you guys respawn again? Okay, they didn't. They didn't respawn. Okay, we're good. Heard about that battle... Oh, Battle Bit module that just came out with 250 multiplayer maps? Yeah. I've heard a lot of stuff about that. Apparently it's... Obviously the graphics are Minecraftian and style, but the actual playing of it apparently is supposed to be really fun, so... Yeah, 250 people maps, yeah. Googling a Roman candle. Yeah, I think it's a Roman candle, right? Roman candles are the thing where you light them and then it just fires out like a little like light burst for like, I don't know, 100 feet, right? Yeah, they're fireworks. I guess I didn't make that clear. How do I disarm the pressure plate? Okay. I see. Yeah. Yeah, there's one of those things that people will get a pack up and then they'll just shoot them at each other because they don't do any damage, other than maybe probably a little bit of light burning. It's picturing wax candles. No, this is very different. Oh god, person. I guess it was nothing. Oh, you saw me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't make me kill you. I'm a recovering wizard assassin. Don't make me do it. I came in here to get a sip of water. Do you have water? Legally, you have to tell me if you have water. Well, by the way, that I think we're just fighting bandits who have full plate armor and claymores. I gotta get some better spells.
Do your worst.
I'm trying. Well, actually, not trying is the problem, guys. So if I was trying, I should probably be hitting you with this steel warhammer, this silver warhammer, instead of garbagey fire spells. But
What's the matter?
shut up! Shut up! Sick of dealing with you. Okay, I was being nice. You could have stopped, but no, you had to die. It's your own fault, you stupid marauder. We just do sparklers. That's fair. People love holding them in their hands, but they can explode. Yeah. People love playing with, wow, he's wearing all steel. You have a steel shield, but you're using a claymore. What are you, an idiot? This guy's an idiot. Hey, everyone. Everybody, look, this guy's an idiot. Complete buffoon. Maximum buffoonery on this guy. Where'd your weapon go? What do you got? It's a silver claymore. What? You have a silver claymore? Seriously? And it does half the damage my silver warhammer does. It would be good against werewolves, though. It would be good against werewolves, though. Do I need... I think I need steel boots. I need iron. I need steel greaves and a steel helmet. Oh, there's the steel greaves. Nice. Okay, so I don't have a steel helmet yet. Yeah, sparklers are fun. But I mean, you can pick up sparklers at like any grocery store. Like the sparklers I use when we do a birthday celebration, which isn't, you know, isn't too often, but those I'd picked up at a grocery store. I don't want a bow. Bows are gross. They never seem to be, yeah, they're not worth the weight. Smack the werewolf, the coin nailed to a stick. I mean, that's still a very funny idea. Is that what this is, by the way? Is this supposed to be like a group of werewolf hunters? There's a lot of heavy armor and like and weirdly silvered weapons going on here. Yeah, back to battle bit. I've been tempted to try it. How do we know how much it costs? It's not something I would play on stream just because like competitive PvP is not something I want to stream. But it's something I would be willing to play in my free time. Like last night, I was up to like 2 a.m. playing Hunt Showdown. Kind of over Warzone at this point, Warzone 2. I just can't seem to do anything in that module. If you put me in the normal, like, non-Battle Royale mode, I'll come in third place, first place every single time, but I cannot win Battle Royale mode. I can't do it. I don't know, my brain can't handle the longer TTKs or something. Alright. Okay, so we got a person there, and a different, but equally a person over there. Okay, can my mana fill back up real quick? I don't know, not really my type of module. That's fair. Yeah, competitive FPSs are definitely not for everybody. If for no other reason than the motion sickness. They can give you the motion sickness something first. Oh, you're a caster? Oh my god, you are. What? The casters are only supposed to wear robes that aren't me. Also, I love that I'm dodging lightning. Your lightning's a little slow, bud. Lightning's a little slow. I mean, technically I am. The other guy just sees that happens like, nope, I'm out. I'm out. Just walks in. Oh, fire. Wizard fight. Leaves. That's fantastic. Just turns his back. No, I'm not worried about this. You do you. You do you, team. Huh. Must have been the wind that lit this man on fire over and over again. How odd. It was nothing. Oh my god, I'm being lit on fire by nothing. I'm spontaneously combusting. Oh man, that's got to be what they call it when a rogue uses magic on you, right? Is this? I got spontaneously combusted the other day. I was on guard duty and spontaneously combusted. It sucked. We ended up catching the guy, but it wasn't easy. I had to get a new set of armor. He crisped all the leather on my old one, and apparently the armor couldn't fix it. So always the wind. Yeah. Who knew fireballs were commonly thrown by the wind? Oh, he's sick of losing the magic fight. Well, almost got him. Ah, lightning. Ah, lightning. Stop it. Get your weird little dagger away from me, you weirdo. I mean, that's a by 5, so. Fortunately, I'm out of weights. Cool. There's just so much stuff here. Can I carry people at full speed? Can we do some classic cart corpsing? Corpse carting? I don't remember what the term was we decided on. Okay, do it. No? No. The bodies are very... The bodies don't like being dragged, team. It's unfortunate. It's gonna bring this body over to the other body. Can I take this one up the stairs? No. Still too heavy to fully lift. Ooh, we can almost do it. We're almost strong enough to lift a dead body up some stairs, but not quite. Corpse carting? Okay. For boots. I don't need his breeches. He can keep his breeches. Guess they were sleeping on the floor on this, like, leather rug? Manual of arms. Manual of Omaha. Some random iron armor here. Guess that's the basic armor they give newbies or something. There's a door down there. Copper necklace. Oh yeah, this is the training area. They have a dummy hung up over there. Take that. The thud on this hammer is really nice, though. I'll give him that much. What do we got? Iron short swords aren't worth it. Bonk. 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 Angry bonk. Okay. Alright, let's find out. What's next? Old wooden door to Fort Blue Blood Halls. Okay. Look at us stealth in our all steel armor. Okay. Lack of enemies is a little concerning. Okay. What do we got? Iron short sword. Torch, which we haven't really been using torches. I have like 50 of them on me, and I don't think I've used one once since maybe the tutorial area. Also, this door was just open, by the way, which is also concerning. Ooh. That's a kind of an obvious trap. It's interesting that you can't disarm pressure plates. I'm assuming at some point we're gonna run into the leader of this group, and I feel like the leader of this group probably is gonna actually be able to kick my butt if I'm not careful. Snake skill increased. Let's go. Can't tell. It almost looks like that guy has a staff, or that person has the staff. That might be a bow, though. Alright, well, let's do some wizard fighting, shall we? Oh! Oh, they do have a staff. Oh, God, there's two of them. The other guy was asleep, I think. Oh, God. No, you're supposed to be dead. Oh, good. He's stuck himself in a spot where he can't fire his spells at me. Also, that lady has a staff, which means we might finally have a staff. Come on, Magica. We need you to return. Return to Magic the Gathering. Where we're gathering our magics. We're currently playing, like, Jace the Mind Sculptor, but with fire. I don't know what the fire Chase the Magic is. We need a Magic the Gathering fan in here, quick. Anyone play Magic the Gathering? Does the staff have a chin, though? I don't know. I don't think so. It looked like it was a root or something from a tree. Dude, how many healing in this? What is up with this guy's infinite healing? I really dislike that they give the okay, I'm gonna have to hit you with a hammer now. Okay, I'm hitting you with a hammer now. You're cheating, and I don't care for that. you're dead. Ah. Oh my god, where did you come from? You weren't here before. Hit him. Yeah, we had to hit that guy with a hammer. He could just out heal our constant light magics. I'm gonna hide in the corner, make them come to me. What? Did someone just...
You move like a pregnant cow.
Oh, okay. You know, I'm just sitting here, so... Yes, I guess I do technically move like a pregnant cow. Are you gonna... Why aren't they attacking me? Wait, where'd they go? What? Uh-oh. Usually it's a bad sign if your enemies just magically teleport away. Oh, they're both stuck underneath this bridge. Well, that's different. That's not what I expected to happen. They're trolls, team. It turns out that was why he was healing himself. They're trolls. Well, that lady's almost dead already. I guess apparently she doesn't know any healing magic like her friend did. Oh, dead. Dodge the arrow. Dodge the arrow. Nope. Nice try, though. Nope. We need newer magical spells. I wonder what part of their pathing gets them locked down here. This guy's got infinite arrows, by the way. Ow. I thought I dodged. Okay, dead. Perfect. Silver arrows? Oh my god. Those are each worth like 3 gold apiece. Bethesda has very good pathing. Oh yeah. Extremely good pathing, clearly. Got a silver dagger. Okay, these must have been some like I'm gonna leave that here for the moment. This has to be some like werewolf hunters, right? Are you kidding me? This is a staff of burden? Burden 35 points for 20 seconds on target. All this makes you do is feel like you're carrying an extra 35 pounds? Oh god. Oh god. It's useless, team. It's useless. Oh my god. There's so much nice stuff here too. Of course we've got the most useless staff. It's worth big money. I agree with that part. Yeah, 590 bucks. It's definitely worth the 10 pounds that we're of it. Probably the iron dagger behind. One of these steel daggers behind. And then I think I have... Yeah, you can leave this behind. There we go. Maybe people in this world just hate wares really badly. Need to bring in ware. Yeah. Maybe that's the problem. I mean, lots of cultures definitely don't like were people. You're not wrong. Needs a key. It can't be locked. You need a key. No. See, that's silly. If you're gonna give me the ability to lockpick things, you gotta give me the ability to lockpick things. You can't just randomly declare that this takes a key but can't be lockpick. That's the whole point. Man, we gotta figure out where we can go. Wait, this also requires a key? Who did I not get a key from? Hold on. It's got to be that lady who was a wizard and in heavy armor. That's got to be the person who was in charge, right? No? You don't have a key. No, there's no key on you. Does this key not exist? Oh, wait. Is it hidden over here? It's got to be hidden back here. That's a repair hammer. That's not what we need. Oh, God. Did they seriously gate me? I think they're seriously going to gate me on this, aren't they? Oh. It didn't. I thought this hammer would break. Okay. I feel foolish suddenly. Only doors are better than elves. I have a vendetta for elves. Preach it! We will rid the world of this prejudice by educating the masses. It's true. You're starting a whole awareness program. The Wear Awareness program is going to be starting up any day now, team. The Wear Awareness. One for loot here. Also, where is this water coming from? I wonder if this was just did they just build a stone access panel to an underground well? Healing potions, of course. Rock and stone, yeah. Yeah. I mean, elves are definitely cool. It's just, you know, they're a little hoity-toity. They're a little too high on themselves. Let's take a rest in here, shall we? Wow, endurance +5? How can you not take that? That's so good. Personality? I don't really give a butts about personality. I guess we'll take personality. If there's ever a time, I guess it's now. Speechcraft, mercantile, and illusion. What was I doing with illusion that got me a level? But this endurance +5, we definitely needed that. We're gonna max out our endurance here in a minute. We're gonna have so many hit points. Yeah, I need to buy Deep Rock Galactic though. I should stop being wishy-washy about it and just do it. I just need to buy it. It's good, the devs are good, the community is supposed to be super good. I should just do it. I'm always hesitant though, because I've played the like free limit, the like free weekends and stuff. And I have fun, but I know it's something that's much better if you're playing with other people. I'm always very leery of playing with randos on the internet. I spend enough time in my life trying to do stuff with people. $11 CAD right now. I know. Like I said, I know I should be buying it. It's not that I don't know that. Where did I leave my horse? Horse! Where's the dead bandit lady? That's just a steal. Where's my horse? Oh, you know what? I could probably just start putting all this stuff into this treasure chest, actually. Now that I think about it. Saves me some trips. Oh, wait. Actually, I need that back. Hold on. Steel Warhammer stays with me, but the rest of this stuff... The rest of this garbage can go in here. We gotta keep our rave pants, though. The rave pants gotta stay with us, team. I have one mild requirement, and the rave pants gotta stay with us. I bought it along with a supporter pack for a module called Into the Radius. That sounds oh, there's our horse. It sounds vaguely familiar, Into the Radius. I have a lot of experience playing modules with random people on the internet from Gmod alone. Sometimes very weird random people. I just... Maybe it's because I played so much Call of Duty when I was younger, and those lobbies are known for being incredibly toxic, and... I mean, I've played other stuff like, Counter-Strike. You know, those lobbies were normally okay. Honestly, I'd get... No, you don't have to do that. I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, I'll probably pick it up. Maybe I'll pick it up after stream. I don't know. I think I need to. I think at a minimum, as much as I paid for Diablo 4, I need to probably at least finish the main story mode. I've been completely underwhelmed by Diablo 4, unfortunately. I had a lot of fun with the open betas, and then now that I'm playing it, I'm just like, wow, whatever changes they made between the betas and the actual releasing of the module has just soured me on it. Not a lot. It's not like terrible. I don't know. I just can't. I think the concept that I'm playing a rogue primarily. And the fact that I have to throw like a full combo of all my skills to kill like an average lone basic soldier like enemy really bothers me. I mean, maybe it's my own fault for playing on world tier 2 where stuff has more hit points. Maybe that's the problem, but I don't know. It just feels like I'm having to work really hard to kill like a basic mob. Like, what are they called? The spine spitters or whatever they're called? Wait, I can carry that. Nice. The nice thing about the Gmod servers I usually play it on is that since they were zombie survival, one's co-op is essential, and uncooperative people get either shamed off the server or banned. Ah, yeah, no. Not with the open world of Call of Duty or Counter-Strike for that matter. Counter-Strike wasn't as bad. Call of Duty definitely has some stuff where you're like, no, I'm gonna meet the whole lobby. I mean, I've had my fair share of nonsense with even stuff like Destiny 2, where I've had people come in just to grief. Which, why on God's green earth of all the things that you want to grief people on is it Destiny 2? But they do it. I remember we had a there's a mission where you have to wait, I'm doing that backwards. Where you have to carry an energy ball and put it into a machine to go into the next area, and for whatever reason this guy would pick it up and he'd run into a corner with it, and he would just hide in a corner, and there was nothing we could do until one of the enemies would show up and kill him, and he would drop it. And then we had to make a mad dash with it to try to get it and then put it where it needed to go before one of us died, and it was just a whole thing. All right, I forgot I don't have the keys that I'm required to have for this. Maybe it's done that other path back in the first chamber? We had some fun times where we got the entire server to work together, pushing a car with just the server's sheer body mass. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not, you can't do amazing stuff with the rando servers. Don't get me wrong, you could do crazy things. It's just I've had enough bad experiences that I'm always leery of co-op servers with random people. But I've heard that Deep Rock Galactic has apparently super cool, like a super cool player base that everyone's really respectful and supportive and stuff. And I mean, who doesn't want to occasionally just run around shooting like weird evil bugs, you know? It's basically all you're doing. You're just a dwarf. So you're a space dwarf mining rock and fighting giant evil bugs. Okay, that's where we came in. I feel like I'm missing a door or something. Endless statue. This is a weak potion of healing. Also, Diablo 4, I heard that you'll have to make new characters every season, which seems like a very cheap way for Blizzard to milk more money out of it. I mean, I guess you don't have to re-buy it, so. Battlefield is a fine multiplayer, at least 5 and 4, because nobody ever uses mics or usually never uses text chat. Yeah, since it's so big and everyone's so spread out. I played a fair amount of Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142. I played a little bit of Battlefield 2042. 2042? No, not 2042. I haven't played that one. That's the one I haven't played. But what is it? And then I think the, like, I'm trying to think of Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2, I played a little bit of that. Those were fine. Wouldn't you have to rebuy your cosmetics if they just yeet your character into Oblivion every few months? No, I think the way that the cosmetics work is that you're buying access to the, that armor type, and then you can just apply it as a cosmetic over the top. At least for the players that care about cosmetics anyway. Yeah. No, so the way, since all your characters are linked together, so with Diablo 4, if one character unlocks a thing, I know where it's open right there. Unlocks a thing, then it's unlocked for technically all of your characters, sort of. Like there's actual dungeons that if you go into as a rogue and you get to the end of it, the thing you unlock is actually for your barbarian character, if you ever make one. So I think when you buy a cosmetic item, what it does is it just unlocks that, and anytime you make a character who can use that cosmetic item, so if you buy a necromancer armor set, anytime you make a necromancer armor or necromancer, you can just transmog your armor to make it look like that cosmetic set you bought. I don't think there's a one-to-one. I guess technically we're done. We can get that armor and stuff out of there. I don't think there's having to rebuy cosmetics for every character thing. I don't think. I've never bought a cosmetic for Diablo 4. There's no point. It's $25 for an armor set, basically, that doesn't actually do anything. It's very silly. I think the biggest issue is that Diablo 4 is huge, and people who don't usually play action RPGs like Diablo aren't used to how each season, if you want to play the season mode, you have to build a new character. So I think the backlash here is more for people who don't know how season modes usually work, as opposed to like a full mistake on Blizzard's part. It's not that bad, but I'm still not really interested in that type of module. That's fair. Again, it's a specific own kind of thing, right? Part of the reason I bought it is I'm like, it'll just be something I can throw my time at when I'm doing something else, and I can just sit there and I can click away and just not really have to think about it too much. Like I said earlier, it's just I'm having the opposite problem where fighting even a basic enemy. Wait, am I over encumbered? Oh, I'm at 330. I thought I was at 230. But fighting even a basic enemy is requiring way more mental thought processes than I was thinking it was going to. So I'm not having a ton of fun with it. Okay, we can leave this armor here. It's like $300. It's not too bad. I wasn't also expecting how deep the post-story, post-level 50 was going to be. They have a lot of post-level 50 stuff that happens, so maybe I'll start having more fun with it once I hit the post-story stuff. Part of the problem for me also is the fact that I didn't do any of the story stuff. I've just been running in random directions fighting things. Does it requiring AOD DR level tactics? No, because it's not turn-based, right? It's still real time. It's more of just the way they've made Diablo now after Diablo, basically with Diablo 3 and now with Diablo 4, they've added a lot. The combat is a lot. They've emphasizing the real time aspect of the combat. With like dodging mechanics and basically combos. So my athletics skill can't. Why did my athletics go up from? What? That's okay. Maybe that was just a really odd timing on a sprint or something. But yeah, so they just put a heavier emphasis on the real-time aspect of the combat. So, like I said, the dodging, and now there's a lot more of a combo system. So, like, if you're playing as a barbarian, you have a basic attack that builds rage, and then you use rage to pay for your other more powerful abilities. But it's not even just that simple anymore. So you'll have your basic attack that builds your rage, and then you'll have one ability that spins the rage, and then you might have another ability that applies like a buff to you or debuff to your enemies. And then all those things need to also synergize in the right order to actually be able to do anything with them. So you hit an enemy with your basic 3 times, you build up your rage. Once your rage is high enough, you then activate your buff move. Then you activate your rage, and then kind of start the cycle over again. And you need to do that for every single like mob of group, like every mob, like enemy you run into. Potentially like waves of enemies. If you're lucky, you can like take out a whole wave with before you have to restart the combo. And then that's not even including like your deeper stuff where your whole build might be around applying an effect. Like one of the things with rogues is one of the effects they apply is putting an enemy in a state where they take more damage. And then they have things that happen when the enemy's in that state. So, like, I'll attack with my basic attack to regain my what would you call it? I think it's expertise points. Then I do a move that causes the enemy to become slowed. And then once they're slowed, my basic attacks makes them vulnerable to take more damage. And then once they're vulnerable, I do a 4th move that does extra damage to vulnerable people. And then on top of that, I have to worry about dodging and managing, like, being crowd controlled and stuff, right? So they've just added a lot more into it than just click on the enemy until it dies, which is fine. It just, you know.
Die.
What are you doing, sir? Why are you attacking my horse? What's wrong with you? Wow, what a jerk. Unbelievable. Then again, I did make a build in Underworld where I had to specifically do certain things in each turn, count out all my cooldowns, and use tons of drugs just to make a character basically wouldn't die. Yeah. Yeah, but how... But was that the expectation of the module? Is that what it wanted you to do? Or was that something you chose to do in this specific situation? So not Elk, is that you? I mean, other than it looks like it's a dude, they're, you know, ripped, strong, attacking horses for no reason. Wearing chainmail and having pants on. I mean, that could be I Swear I'm Not an Elk. What kind of pants? Belted brazes. Brizes? I think it's brazes. Belted brazes. They're like high water pants. I Swear I'm Not an Elk might have fallen asleep. They had had a long day and they were already comfy in bed. The way they chose to do... That was what I chose to do to make a super cheesy build that worked in an unconventional way. Yeah. But the character, what I'm talking about is literally the basis for how all characters in Diablo 4 work. I mean, I was someone who loved Diablo 3. I don't know what I'm missing about Diablo 4 that I can't get into it. It might just be that since I chose like the hard difficulty basically at the start, maybe that's what's causing me not to like it. That, and I feel like some of the bosses I've run into have been a little janky, but that's stuff they can and have fixed somewhat as time has gone on. I don't know. I will see where they go. I mean, it's only been out for a couple of months, and it's one of those things where
This ends here. Ow!
the staggering.
Die,
I forgot about the staggering.
Won't you die?
staggering in this module is infamous for how frustrated people are with it. I'm not looking forward to the Oblivion gates. There's one enemy inside of the Oblivion gates known for just chain stunning you.
All flash and no fury.
Trying really hard to kill you with magic. Okay, there we go. Happy they don't have friendly fire, or they would just kill themselves nonstop, apparently.
That the best you can do?
No, not even a little bit.
Do your worst.
No, I would kill you even faster. Ow.
Die.
So much blocking
I
practice.
fought muskrabs.
Oh, come on, just go down. Thank you, God. Jeez. His defensive potential was like super maxed out, and my offensive potential was like extremely subpar. If I hadn't been using cave wizardry that can't miss, I'd have been missing like half my shots. Ah, yeah. Leather greaves. Odd. That's just a steel war axe. We don't need that. Light iron shield. Ooh, a silver mace. That's actually worth it. Chainmail boots. Yes. Leather kyrus. Suris. I don't know how to pronounce that word, actually. It's a word I don't know how to pronounce. I've never run into one of those in all my time in streaming. I always know how to pronounce every English word. Most of the foreign ones also. Truly a scary time to exist. We gotta hold up. We're just gonna hold down the heal button, team. That was the only build I did where I maxed out my con stat instead of my offensive stat. That's fair.
It's a fight you'll get.
What? Who said I wanted to fight you? I was delivering a pizza. Why are you people so aggressive? Why are none of you named Chad, and why are you all so aggressive? I'm just delivering a pizza for Chad. One pizza, pepperoni, onions, and pineapple for Chad. Extra large from Gavaldi's. Chad? Are you Chad? Hi, are you Chad? I have a pizza for you. Okay, are you Chad? Are you coming over here to pay for your pizza? That's an axe. That's not... That's not... Unless you're giving that to me, that's not how we pay for things in this country, alright? We use a fundamental system that is not that. We have money. Cash money.
Don't feel bad. No one lives forever.
What are you talking about?
This is the part where you fall down and...
You talk so much smack for someone who's not named Chad and this pizza isn't for, you know that? For someone this pizza isn't for, you two talk way too much smack. My offense stat was 7, while con was 18, 20 if I was using my typical food build. Buff? Ah. You have a... So there's a food buff, eh? That's interesting. I guess if it was gonna buff something, though, con makes sense. If food was gonna buff something, constitution makes sense. But it does remind me a lot of the original EverQuest. Carrying around barbarian meat pies that gave you bonuses to strength and con or something like that. How having a meat pie in your inventory causes you to be stronger, I don't get it, but hey, magic, baby. It doesn't have to follow rules. There's no rules about magic. I don't realize lots of food you can eat for a decent buff for 20 minutes. Wow, okay. That's fair. I mean, I guess that's thematically correct, right? Because it's supposed to be kind of a post-apocalyptic thing. So if you eat some kind of very fancy food and, you know, feel less of the overwhelming dread of the situation because of good food, makes sense that your character would be morally or like Moral? No, morale? Yeah, morale. Your morale would be higher. I guess that makes sense. It's kind of a stretch, but so is, you know, a post-apocalyptic living in what? Oh, Rat, what are you doing? Bro. My strength is... Did I get a disease again? Are you kidding? If I swear to God, if this rat gave me a disease. I got brain rot. Brain rot. Draining strength by 5. How is that brain rot? Shouldn't that be muscle rot? Stupid rats giving me diseases. What is this? The 1400s in Europe? It's idiotic. This is not the 1400s in Europe. It's clearly the 1700s in, like, Saskatoon. Underrail is kind of weird. It's more of a post-apocalypse. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess society has recovered a little bit, you said, right? Look at this random guy sitting in his fog bank, staring into the distance. Like, bro. Didn't even notice the fireball I threw at him. What a true champion. I'm gonna go hide over here real quick so we don't pull a second one. It's not as much as a Doom setting like even something like Fallout would be. Oh, okay. Huh. I assumed it was like Russian Fallout, to be honest with you. If I'm being honest, I just had to assume it was like Russian Fallout. I mean, like original Russian, like original Fallout, not like Fallout 3. Since I know it's from that like isometric perspective or whatever they call it. Ow.
You're outmatched.
I'm not even a little bit. I'm barely trying. Now you're dead. Iron Warhammer. 10. Some good stuff in here. It's just sad that the weapons aren't worth the like weight to cost. 30 for 60 isn't terrible, but it's not good either. Stalker is definitely Russian Fallout. Yeah, but Stalker is first person. That's not like, I guess if there was like a isometric version of Stalker, which I would absolutely play to death, it would definitely be Fallout, right? But unfortunately it's, well, not unfortunately, it's just not a you know, it's not isometric turn-based. Now you could argue maybe Fallout 3. I could see Fallout 3 and Stalker being much more similar. That makes sense to me. No, it's got a lot of inspiration, but it's got a very different sort of vibe. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Like one thing I did recently pick up, and this is a self-indulgence on my part, but they're coming out with a Stalker board game, I guess board module. That apparently some of the some I guess YouTube playtesters and stuff have tried it, and apparently it's supposed to be incredibly good. And you can get basically everything they're offering, like the base, like 3 expansions, and something else. I don't even remember what the other thing they're offering for, like 220 bucks, which is a lot of money, but it's actually not that much money if you take into account how expensive most board modules are. If you take into account how expensive a high-end board module is, 200 bucks is actually basically par. Easily par for the course. There's also more Eastern European than Russian, other than some specific parts. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess that's my own biases showing, right? Of just assuming anything that looks vaguely Eastern European is Russian, even though there's actively 2 wars going on right now to dissuade us from that thought process. And by 2, I mean apparently a civil war has just popped up in the middle of in the Russias. I was reading a little bit about that before the stream, that apparently like a mercenary group or something, a very powerful mercenary group in Russia, just decided to rebel against Putin or something. Floppy Penguin, welcome. Look at Horse just embarrassing himself live on Burger Stream. What? Horse? Horse? What do you mean horse? How is Horse embarrassing themselves? Advanced Lamp isn't even here. And this horse has been a very good horse. The only thing that concerns me about this horse is that its hips are like sticking out the side of its body a little bit. And that's probably not for the best. If I had to guess, probably not the best. But welcome, Floppy Penguin. How you doing? You were streaming earlier, right? Or was that Advanced Lamp? Someone on the Floppy Penguin channel was streaming. How did that go? Were you having a good time? Oh, I wonder if I can go over to this town and see if they'll actually attack me on sight. Am I still a pariah? Am I still wanted in all 15 towns? I guess we gotta find out, team. Horse, you're fine. What are you talking about? Let's go over here. Ooh, wait, what is this? Ooh, these new plants? Gotta harvest me some of these plants. Fully harvested redwood somethings. Yeah, how emulating horse. The horse is fine. It's been a very good horse. In fact, this horse was attacked by a bandit and defended itself quite admirably. It probably would have lost in the end if I hadn't stepped in, but still. It is a horse that got attacked by a bandit. Okay, we found another cave. I mean, we just gotta go in the cave. That's just how this works. But Floppy Penguin, you didn't tell us what you were playing. We need to know. We have the prying eyes of our viewers need to know what you were up to. What is this? This looks very ominous. I don't know how I feel about this cave now, suddenly. I have concern. What is that? Oh, it's an imp. Or... I don't know what these are called in this universe. Do we know what these are called here? Because imps are the little flying guys. Are these just like goblins? It's a stunted scamp. Might have mild fire resistance? Okay. Well, we killed a stunted scamp. Whatever that means. I don't know where... Oh, something sees me. How does something see me? Oh, hi. Oh, are you being summoned by a wizard? I don't know about this. Oh. What? I triggered a secret passage by running into it? Alright. Well, that's not what I expected. Alright, I'm gonna have at you. Why are you running? You're just gonna die tired. It's the sniper's lament. Ow! I feel like our casting speed has gone up. Dang, he just... There we go. Wow, that guy refused to die. I mean, good on him, I guess, for being so tough, but... Yeah, we found a secret passage by complete accident there. That was not my objective. I don't know how I did that. Yeah, there's just a secret passage here. Yeah, there's gold in a lockpick. Alright, well. Cool. Dumb luck on that one, team. Hello? There you go. Makes me wonder how many other secret passages I missed. Also, was it supposed to open if I just walked by it? Or was this one of those things where... Oh, hi. Oh, you didn't see me. Just gonna casually walk in here. Why? No one knows. There's literally nothing in here. It's just a cave, but... We commence the wizard duel. I have cover. You've chosen poorly. Man, you're dead. Oh, no skin, though. No skin. We need that scamp skin. Purple scamp skin. Am I interrupting your ceremony? Nope. There's just still more demonic cave-looking stuff. Sure, it's fine. I mean, interrupting demonic activities inside of a cave definitely is fine, right? I'm sure no one's ever been hurt by wandering into a cave full of demonic imagery. What is this, the 1980s? Are we all playing Dungeons and Dragons here or something? Of course not. This is the year 2023 in the Lord of Talos or whatever. I don't know enough about the knowledge of the world of Elder Scrolls to pronounce a random god. God, we need a better healing spell. That I will ask Elder Scrolls God about. Can we get a better healing spell, please? It doesn't have to be great. It just needs to, you know, be better than the one we've got. Okay. Random treasure. Alright, can't be upset with the random treasure. Probably trying to summon Zane. I mean, I guess technically if he's an evil plant, and there's a bunch of evil plant roots here, technically they could be trying to summon him. You're not wrong. It'd be odd, but you're not wrong. My magic will recover real quick. I'm gonna fire yield firebolt at one of these. Did anybody see? Nobody saw that. Okay, fun. Oh, they both saw this one, huh? So somehow they missed the first one, but they both saw the second one. Oh, they're casting a spell that makes them fire resistant. How odd. I mean, you were probably better off with the fireball, but now you're just dead, idiot. You're not very good at dodging, though. I think it's because of the way their legs are shaped. I think horizontal movement's got to be kind of hard with, like, with their, like, weird hip to, like, size ratio.
Ah! Oh! Ow!
And dead. Perfect. Yeah, we've got to figure. We need like a magical item that gives us mana regen or something. Tentacle Zane, yeah. thought they were guarding something, but apparently not. I swear if we get to the bottom of this and it turns out there's like... Oh, it's a fire elemental. Okay, that actually might kill us. What kind of build would you want to do for Underrail? Basically has the same types as Fallout, but also crossbows and cave wizardry. I don't know. That's a good question. How silly can you get with it? Can I do something like a high stealth and charisma, but also like explosives, so I just sneak up to people and be really friendly with them and then put a grenade in their pocket? Like how viable is explosives? I don't know how tough this thing is. I'm gonna respect its capability. It's not immune to silver. Also, it's gonna be resistant to fire, which is like our only offensive spell. Dang, it does not want to die. Dang. It held out. That one, it was on one hit point for a very long time. Reverse pickpocketing does not work, sadly. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I don't know. We haven't done a, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, is there like energy weapons? Can we bring back Beam Geiger of Eastern Europe? Can we do Fallout New Vegas 2 Eastern Europe Boogaloo featuring Beam Geiger? Fallout New Vegas has a reverse pickpocketing, I think. I put dynamite in someone's pants. Yeah, no, we did that a little bit. I don't think I ever got around to really trying it much during our playthrough, just because we weren't doing a stealth person. I mean, I think our sneak might have been maxed out by the end of it, but that wasn't really our intention, you know? There is? Oh, okay. So maybe Beam Geiger returns in their Eastern European adventure. Where did this flame Antonarch or whatever come from? Antaranok. But yeah, the concept of reverse pickpocketing, I like. I don't know if I like the term reverse pickpocketing. Because I think technically the term would be planting, right? I planted a live grenade in that guy's pants when he wasn't looking. I think that would be the terminology. It feels like it deserves its own word that isn't just... Oh, something saw me. What saw me? Something knows I'm here. Also, there's an old man. There's a statue to an old man next to this evil altar. I'm concerned. Uh-oh. So I'm a little worried that there's something on my mouse there for a second. Oh, there's one. All right, we're going to run back over this way. If remember, there's plasma pistols, laser pistols, electro pistols. Oh, also there's chemical pistols, but that's a different category. Ah. I mean, a chemical pistol is just a squirt gun with acid in it, right? That's just someone putting some sulfuric acid inside of a super soaker. I'm not saying it's not effective, I'm just saying that's all it really is. Come on. Oh, this one, I think his fire resistance spell wore off because he's taking full damage. Okay, something else knows I'm here. Anytime we start messing around with statues to people that have evilness around them, I'm always get concerned. Elder Scrolls will 100% just have you get abducted by an evil creature from another dimension. Pretty sure Fallout will start having that happen eventually. I mean, they've already laid the groundwork in the background, a lot of their modules, for some kind of other dimensional evil Cthulhian creature, so... I don't know if there's a term for him yet. I think it's called like the Invader or something. But I mean, all the way to, I mean, Fallout, he's in Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and in Fallout 76, so... He's trying to serpentine here and it's not working out for him. Well, I got a level from that. My blunt skill went up. Dead. Alright, the main thing about chemical pistols is that most enemies don't have good resistance to it except mutants. It's also good at getting people stuck in place. Ah, okay. So it's one of those things that is a more of a crowd control item than it is per se a full-on like high damage weapon. Interesting. Sounds like it fires mostly radioactive stuff then. So it's not necessarily like full of acid, it's full of like radioactive water. Acrobatic skills increased. Did they though? Did they? Ooh, treasure chest is what I was looking for. There we go. Concerned. Ow, I lit myself on fire. Which I wasn't even sure was a thing I could do, actually. No, I think we tried lighting ourselves on fire once before. Okay, I'm gonna save again, because I don't know what's about to happen. It could be bad. It could be real bad, team. Nothing? There isn't any sort of radiation system in Underrail, actually. Really? Oh, that's actually startling. I thought for sure that was going to have, like, a radiation system. That's actually good to know. I was never a huge fan of Fallout's radiation system. So if you're telling me there's not one in there, that's just good news for me, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it makes sense in the Fallout world that there's radiation. Because, I mean, all the nuclear bombs with radiation, but... Just noted this lady's, like, caked up on a Tuesday. That was weird. Yeah. So, I mean, is there an explanation on why you can't go outside? Is it, or is it one of those things where it's like, it's radioactive outside, but we didn't bother to put radiation in the caves, so... Or is this not a nuclear war thing? Is there another reason? Is there like a deadly virus outside or something? To be honest, 8OD had more radiation than Underrail by far. Yeah, but it only had like a couple spots where you had to worry about radiation, right? Wasn't there like that one, there's the one, what is it, the Dead River or whatever? Other than that, I don't think there was a lot of radiation to be worried about, right? I just love that we're a wizard riding around in full like plate armor at this point. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to probably be doing some more. Besides destruction, we also need to be practicing what do you call it? Illusion? Mysticism. Mysticism. There we go. The exact details of what happened to the surface isn't explained, but I think it's probably some extreme pollution. Oh, okay. Because destruction magic is just willpower, right? Yeah, it's just willpower. So we need intelligence too, so we have a higher mana pool to actually cast spells from. I wasn't planning on building a mage submachine gun that's all high-powered, high-speed attacks with low-powered spells. I was hoping to kind of do more of a medium build where we have high-damaging spells and decent mana recovery. I wasn't expecting to have such high endurance either, but that's actually been playing into a lot of it. Where's our skills at? Major skills. Heavy armor's coming along. Mysticism. Mysticism and destruction are our two highest, which that's kind of where I want to be. I'm surprised restoration isn't higher, given how much we're healing ourselves all the time, but magical attributes, cure disease, and resist magical attacks. Maybe I need to get like a buff I can be casting all the time that isn't mysticism. Maybe that's the problem. What? Excuse me, what did you just say? Who is talking right now? Wait, someone just yelled out something, it's none of my business. Oh, there's a bandit up here. How did you get up there, bandit? Hello? Excuse me. Can I help you? I think there's something wrong here. Unreal's Magic was pretty simple before, but they had a big change for it, and I don't know how it works now since I haven't tried it since. Ah, okay. Hello? Are you okay? Wait, hold on. I have a spell I wanted to try, right? Oh. Oh yeah, Beguiling Touch. Oh, there's a Absorb Health. I didn't know we had an offensive restoration spell. That's kind of interesting. Frost Touch. Oh, that only does 6 points. We actually have Frost Touch and Shock Touch, so we can actually be touching people with our hands. That makes me wonder if there's a shield wizard build then. It was very OP before, so they limited a lot more. But it's also a bit more complicated now. That makes sense. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna try to learn cave wizardry, it's gonna be a little different. Ooh, we do have protection. That's alteration. Minor dispel. Yeah, but I wanted to try Beguiling Touch. Because this seems to be really increasing our illusions, our illusion skills, which is good, I think. Illusion is... Oh, governing attribute of personality. Oh. Really? Huh. I guess that's why we had that one level that had so much personality. Is because I've just been illusioning like crazy. Because I kept trying to illusion the wolf to stop attacking us. I don't know what's going on with this bandit, though. It's a really nice arrow they're firing. Like, it has filigree on the arrow, which seems sort of insane, but... I don't know. I don't know. Let's see, what other spells do I have I can hit you with? Oh yeah, Absorb Health. Let's see what this actually does.
Die, cur!
Oh, you woke up. I didn't expect you to wake up from that. Alright. Okay.
Ow!
Ow.
Ah!
They can't figure out if they want to use their bow or the dagger. It's gonna slowly suck your health away, alright? Very slowly. Since technically this is a restoration spell, I can do damage and restoration. This is awesome. For an energy weapon build, there's a few ways you could do it, but I think the most beam Geigery way is to go all in on intelligence and take the perk that boosts your energy weapon damage more the higher your int stat is. Sounds about right. Are there any cool ones? Do we get another Control Z beam? Hopefully before the end of the module. And dead they go. Dang, they had an interesting bounce there. Wow, those were silver arrows? Why? Why are you wasting money on silver arrows? Stop it. Stop it. Perfect. Put a straw in them and just suck? Yeah, basically is what we needed to do there. Okay, wait. I'm going to try to rebind some of these. Okay, so we're going to do a Zorb. Then we're going to have Flare on 2. Heal on 3. And then how do I get nothing on 4? I guess Protect on 4. And then 5 can be detect magic or whatever. Or detect life. Here, Legion Horse. And we were just here to drop off some stuff. Okay, but we do need to figure out if I can go into this town or not. So I can start going into town again. That would be really cool. I don't know, but each weapon category has its own unique weapons, so probably. Okay, cool. I mean, if Space Commander Beam Geiger has to make a detour over to Eastern Europe to handle some business inside of the Underrail Eastern Europe, there's no reason we can't. Space Commander Beam Geiger is timeless. Anywhere energy weapons are found and super science can be had, Beam Geiger will be there. If we ever get around to playing Wasteland 2 or 3, space... Oh my god.
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch! I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail.
Bro. Currently bounty's 1,000? What? Oh my god. Yeah, we're
Then pay with your blood!
Okay.
Drop it, you sticky-palmed little worm!
I guess we're still not allowed to go into town. Why? Oh, there's an en route. I can't reach it from the top of the horse.
Thief! You won't get away with this! Let's get this over.
I don't want to kill you, because if I kill you, then I'm deemed a murderer, even though technically this is self-defense. I'm actually not a criminal. I was accused of being a criminal by a corrupt guard, you see. Oh well. Still can't go into town, team. We're gonna have to find somebody else we can sell stuff to. I also don't know if I'm gonna be able to join the Thieves Guild if I'm ran out of town every time the guards see me. I guess we could do like invisibility or something and try to sneak in that way. What? Oh, it was a plant. I was like, what? What's... Dude, mud crab, what are you doing? Yes, good work, horse. Good work, horse. Teaching that mud crab a lesson. What is up with these mud crabs? Bro. Leave my horse alone. What's your deal?
Show me what you've got.
Oh my god, you're still following me?
Worthless thief.
Oh my god, dude. 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 There's only 2 uniques and one that's kind of a semi-unique. Not a lot, sadly. Yeah. Energy weapons are always kind of an odd subset of a lot of things. I think it's one of those things where it's really hard to balance them because we don't have them in real life. Right? Like, we don't have a plasma rifle. And if we don't have a plasma rifle, how do you figure out how that balances compared to an assault rifle, right? Kind of how that breaks down. I'm not pathetic. What are you talking about?
You'll never take me down.
What? No one's trying to take you down. What are you talking about? These people don't know what they're doing. You can craft some very hard-hitting ones yourself, though. Especially if you max out your ends. Okay. I'd be down for that. Doing it for themselves, Space Commander being Geiger. Is there a space suit? That's another important question. Are we going to be able to... What is that? What are you? You're an Azaklan troll. Okay, well... Oh my god, this guard is still attacking me? Is the troll going to attack the guard, though? Oh my god, the... Is he? Oh my god. No? Why is he not attacking the guard? He's only attacking me? Really? Yeah, they're not attacking the guards. They're only attacking me. That's silly. No spacesuits, I'm 99% sure. There are lots of other suits, though, like a biosuits and chem suits and blast suits. Okay. I could see, like, a blast suit working okay for what we're doing. It just has to look scientific, right? It's really the important part. The question becomes, are they any good, though? Are you still following me? Can I stop running from you now? Where did that... Wait, is that the Nin route? No. Where did that Nin route go? Oh my god, what do you mean for the Empire? You don't even know why you're attacking me, do you? Oh, and you can get energy armor and an energy shield. Ooh, okay, that would be interesting. Going full energy melee with Space Commander Beam Geiger sounds kind of interesting. I mean, we had melee stuff going on in... What are you? Are you a bandit? Imperial Legion Forester. Oh, no. You're some sort of official park ranger. Alright, well. Sounds like there's bandits in here. Are there bandits in here? If you're a bandit, you have to tell me. Oh, it's wizards. Oh, there's wizards in here. Okay, I didn't expect wizards. I mean, Space Commander Beam Geiger had the trusty cudgel, right? You probably won't be able to melee with the way the module is. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, the melee was more of something we fell back on, so when we were fighting, like, a lone... You know, one random Night Stalker, we weren't having to use our best weapon for that. We could use something basic and not waste, you know, precious energy cells early on. Horse fording the river. So I'm fine with that. We can have an energy shotgun for close range encounters. We discovered Fort Bulwark. Are you any bandits? Bandits? Hello? Are there any bandits here? Sounds like there's bandits. Someone wants me to leave. Are you a bandit? Oh, you're a wizard. Are you an official wizard? Oh, you're a conjurer.
Ends here.
Well, yeah, but Oh, you summoned a scamp.
Is that the best you can do?
Probably not, honestly. Listen, I need you out of the way, scamp.
I've...
Oh my god, did you seriously heal after all of that?
Let's get this over with.
Don't tell me to die. You're the one who needs to die. God. Jerk. Jeez. Mage's robes. And green velvet shoes. Ooh, we should take that to the club with us. Hold on. Green velvet shoes mixed with our red leather pants. That's club and wear if I've ever heard one. That's club and wear all day, every day. Kind of like AOD where you have to specialize in a type of weapon. Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's not going to be like a Bethesda style thing where like you can just grind random encounters until you just max out all of your skills and stats. Need a key to go in here? What? What? Oh yeah, I forgot about our weird stealing health touch move. Like I didn't have a key on him. Did you leave a key up here in a box or something, bro? Broseph? The real? Oh god, I'm not reading any of that. Sack. Ooh, healing potions, nice. Bone meal. Torch. Can't believe the one staff we found, by the way. It was something as stupid as like weight gain. It just makes you feel heavy. That's very silly. Does that even do anything to the NPCs? Do NPCs have a weight limit? Or is that literally something only for attacking the player character? Now that I think about it. Nah, depending on the playthrough, you can't even grind XP in the normal sense. Oh, okay. So it's much more similar to AOD than Fallout in regards to like XP and stuff then. Well, that's interesting. But we're not actively being hunted by guards anymore, which I think is good. But we are riding on our horse through the wilderness picking flowers, which I find very nice. Relaxingly different than all the combat we're used to. Even Chindrak, Knot and Lamp occasionally needs a casual weekend to just chill out and gather some mushrooms. Not for eating, but to making into a potion. And by potion, I mean poison. And we'll be using it to take care of all of our problems with the guards and all the towns across all of Cyrodiil. Just be taking care of our problems with a little bit of poison. By a little bit, I mean a full cartload dumped right into the main water supply of every town. The way the devs intended it was the oddity system, where you can find X number of each oddity before it stops giving you XP, and where quests also give you XP. So you'll generally be limited in XP depending on where you can get it. Oh, where you can get to. Oh, okay, that's actually a little different. So basically, once you've done something a certain number of times, it just stops being interesting, and your character doesn't get better from it anymore. So basically, you can only level up from, like, punching a muskrat 5 times. And then once you've punched 5 muskrats, that no longer gives you XP. That makes sense to me, actually. So you'll generally be limited in XP depending on where you can get to. The other way is classic XP where you can grind though. Oh, okay. Kind of, yeah. That's really interesting. That's really interesting, actually, yeah. Just riding through the wilderness, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life now that I can't go into any town ever in the whole of Cyrodiil. Because I'm apparently wanted by every guard everywhere and every forest ranger. There's gotta be one bandit town or something, right? You cannot go that way. Turn back. Oh, we hit the edge of the map already. Immersion ruined. 1 out of 10. There's a level 25 cap of 25 though, and 30 if you have the DLC. Wait, why can't I go that way? Oh, I'm back. They don't have straight walls? Come on, really? Really? You have this weird, like, T-shaped continent that I'm allowed to play in? It's not even T-shaped. It's like, I guess a Q-shaped continent? It's like Q-shaped. That's so silly. Panther River. The river full of oxen. Why do you call it? Don't ask! It's not important why we call it Panther if it's full of ox. It's not what's important here. What's important is it's called Panther River and you find the ox there, alright? That's the important part of this story. You can beat the module on level 20 something though, so even if you can't get all the oddities, you probably won't suffer too badly. I'll suffer mentally though. There will be mental damage if I don't find all the oddities. The more important part is getting through all the prologue on audit. The prologue on oddity? On oddity? Is there like, so you're talking about like the tutorial is just super long or what? Hold on. Tiger Lily. Give me them plants. At some point we'll do some actual alchemy, right? Oh, am I in combat again? Oh, it's just a random mud. Why is there a mud crab up on this hill? There was no water up there. It's so random. Not the tutorial, just the prologue is very long. Oh, okay. Another abandoned fort. See? Look, all these abandoned forts, Ika. That you just find abandoned forts everywhere. Is that a ghost? Oh my god, it's a ghost. Ah. The ghost. It's attacking. Look out, everyone. Oh, there's skeletons here too? Oh, we gotta fight us a skeleton. Excuse me. Did you attack my horse? Oh my god, horse, get out of here. What are you doing? Why didn't it attack my horse on that thing? Cool. Got him. Give me your ectoplasm. Somebody needs to make Fort Flipper show an Elder Scrolls world. Someone needs to make a Fort Flipper? What is a Fort Flipper? What does that mean? This is Fort Tellman. Oh, this looks like a bunch of magics. A magic-y folk. Oh, House Flipper for forts. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm sure that's got to be a thing for one of those indie modules, right? Like, one of the cleaning modules or whatever. Like, you have the power wash simulator. I know they've got, like, house flipping simulator. There's got to be something like that in there, right? One of the levels is just flipping a castle. Definitely got to be a thing. Really? You had to summon a ghost for this? Did you though? And you decided to engage me in melee, which is a choice. Wow, you're actually doing a lot of damage considering you're a mage. I mean, I'm doing way more since you're not wearing armor, but how did you heal? Oh my god, go down. Jeez, what's wrong with you, lady? Apparently I need to get me a... Why won't you die? I really need a more powerful, like, spell at this point. Oh, good, it went away. Okay, wait, where is... Oh, is it this one? Might actually have to use a potion or something. Okay.
This ends here.
Why are you so fast? Ow. Give me your ghost energies. Hit you with this hammer for a little bit. Oh my god. Stop summoning ghosts. Stop healing. Go down. Oh my god, he healed again. Why? Stop it. I only have one healing potion, apparently. They just stopped having unlimited healing potions. There, God. Ugh. A necromancer's robe. Well, that's not surprising. You summoned a ghost. Jeez. What an insane fight. Ooh, we just got a full potion of healing on that one. Ooh, the Book of Daedra. We're taking the Book of Daedra because we're also supposed to be obsessed with the Draconic. So we're gonna need some books on the Daedra. Oh, there's just another one right around the corner.
What's the matter? Getting mad?
Okay, thanks. Stop running from me. Stop it. Stop it. Get back here. No. Stop it. Just die. There. Now you're just dead. Oh, you have a silver mace? Really? Oh, you got a Fortify Magic Pants. Fortify Magic at 20 points on self. Wow. Andrea's Azura Tome. Sounds like an interesting book. Do you want to add Andia's Uria to your spell list? Yes, I do. Fortify Willpower, Fortify Blade, Fortify Mysticism, Fortify Destruction, and Sun Damage 1 point for 30 seconds on self. So we apparently engulf ourselves in sun powers, but also we take damage from it. I guess. Sure. I mean, we have to check that out now, right? I mean, the question becomes how much mana does it use? Just give him the hammer. We could actually choke down on this hammer a little bit. We're gripping it a little high for maximum swing ability. Oh, I thought we would glow or something. That was actually mildly underwhelming. Yeah, we need to find a spell that just increases our magicka regen or something, so we can just kind of buff ourselves. Take one of these, and then we just fire one of those. Well, actually, we should probably finish healing. If I get too ahead of myself, I should probably at least have more than 50% health going into another fight with a random necromancer. Come on. Okay. Alright, there we go. Let's get this. If we can fight one at a time, we'll be okay. I don't know how that missed, but apparently it did. That's a speedy zombie. Not really, no. See, at least this way we get some blunt experience. Oh, what? Where did our weapon go? Did my weapon just break? What just happened? Oh, my hammer just broke. Well, that's unfortunate. I can't change weapons while attacking. Okay, anyway. Does it, though? How did you just run through it? No. No, it's not even close to the best I can do. Ow. Stop that. Okay. Man, that really sucks that my steel warhammer, or my silver warhammer broke. Though oddly, this silver mace is apparently doing more damage. They must lose damage as they take, or they get worse condition, right? Must be what's going on here. That's 45 magic at 20 points isn't going to be as useful as... Oh, yeah, I forgot that. I can't fix this yet because I don't have enough repair experience. Do I have any... I don't. Man, that really sucks. I really didn't want to use healing potions. They don't do very much, it turns out. Maybe the problem is I just have so much... Ow, really?
Take that! You're a traitor to your own race.
What does that mean? You're an evil necromancer. What? Because I'm better than you.
Let's get this over with.
How are you so much faster than me? I guess it's because you're not wearing heavy armor? God. Alright, we just gotta get out of here. Ow. I gotta go fix my stupid silver warhammer. Because everyone's got silver weapons now for no reason. Oh, you don't... I guess you don't have a weapon. Weird. Oh yeah, that's right. That ghost wasn't summoned.
Hey, take whatever you want. It's none of my business.
What? Oh, because I'm stealing the horse. So they're saying, take whatever you want, it's none of my business, because I keep stealing the same horse over and over again. I guess that's what's causing our reputation, or the, like, cost or whatever to keep going up on our warrant, is that every time someone sees us get on this horse, it's technically stealing? That's a weird series of oddities. Yeah, we've got to find a more powerful spell at this point. Wait, are you still chasing me? Oh my god, you are.
Warming up, you pathetic worm.
Stop attacking my horse. What's wrong with you? Oh, why are you faster than me? See, you shouldn't have picked on my horse. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. Oh, horse for the kill. All right, what kind of weapons do you have? You have another silver something? Did I just... Wait, what? That was weird. Oh. Random mud crab? Are you going after my horse? Stop that. That's how you get crab meat, everybody. You just life steal the crabs to death. Oh, it's just a steel mace. I mean, technically that's more than 2, but only slightly. Man got trampled by a horse as a kid? I guess so. People really don't like our horses. This horse is almost dead, by the way, which is also concerning. That's a separate, different problem. We might have to let this horse go somewhere so that it despawns so it doesn't die on us. I prefer to not be directly responsible for getting this horse killed. I swear I'm not an elk would never let me hear the end of it. Well, actually, you know what? She might. Advanced Lamp wouldn't let me hear the end of it. That's probably more likely what would happen. Advanced Lamp wouldn't let us hear the end of it. Oh yeah, we gotta try these green velvet pants with our club pants and see how that works out. Put all this away. Oh, the Book of Daedra. Yeah, we gotta keep that. Okay. Now, I need my repaired hammers. Okay. So now we should be able to repair this stuff. I can't repair that, unfortunately, but... Nice. This is working. There we go. So I have to switch over to the steel armor now, which is fine. I just wish I didn't have to give up the magic. I mean, I guess technically it's still giving me magic, the endurance +6, but I don't have any armor, so we're just taking a lot of extra damage when we get hit by anything. And I need the survivability a little bit more than I think just the raw endurance bonus right now. Ooh. Fatigue pants and magic pants. Fatigue pants for the club? I mean, if it was red leather, I'd do it. Only if it's red leather. Steel gauntlets. I think this is all we need is just one of these. Oh my god. Look at this pro wrestling hero. Good lord. They'd win the championship every time. Look at him. Look at this champion. Can you imagine that the song that plays when this person comes to the ring in the WWE? Just out here winning championships, carrying 4 belts around at the same time. Be glorious. Oh yeah. I want to see what this looks like. Oh yeah. But it says green velvet shoes, but those are clearly just brown leather shoes. Why? Why do we not have the actual green? That makes me very sad. We're just gonna have to sell those now. There we go. I'm very sad that we're just gonna have to sell these green velvet shoes. I'll leave the rave pants at home. It's probably more useful than carrying it with us right now. Okay. Luckily, I know how to work on silver. Silver's not an issue. Oh wait, did I put the repair hammers away? I've only got 2 of them. I'd probably fine to just bring them with me at this point. All right. This makes me wonder, what do I need to do? I guess I could just leave the horse here and teleport away, and once we load over like the load zone, it'll probably send the horse away. Should probably be fine. Probably be fine, right? Probably fine. I'll go over here and sleep at Bogwater. It's raining. It's gonna be a cold afternoon. Alright, so what do we get? Ooh, we actually got some strength. Willpower. Just gonna keep going until we like max out endurance. Yeah, we don't have another level, so. But we need to get our intelligence up some more. Intelligence is alchemy, conjuration, and mysticism. Restoration, illusion, restoration, mysticism. Okay, alteration. Alteration was one of them, right? It was done by intelligence? No. Actually, it's not. Oh, alteration is also willpower. Oh. Alchemy, conjuration, and mysticism. So yeah, literally the only thing we have is going to be just this. We just got to run around casting this spell over and over again to get our mysticism up. So we can keep increasing our intelligence. So I can't go into town. Fort Telemann. Fort Bulwark. So many forts. Fort Double Cross. Oh, the Emelian Tomb we never went into. Is there... So... I guess all of them are just gonna hate me forever until I pay my fee, but... I don't think... I can barely afford my fee. I guess I could do the jail time, but that would suck because we would take so much negatives to our stats. Battlehorn Castle. Maybe I can go to one of these outlying areas, and maybe one of them will have someplace I can buy stuff. I think that one had a guy who attacked me. Let's try Pell's Gate and see if anyone attacks me here.
Hello.
What's new with you?
I hear there were some goblins around here recently. Awful creatures.
Disgusting creatures. I hope to never see another.
Good day.
Good day.
Are you gonna attack me on sight? No? Oh, okay, you're just the independent, like, wandering hero. Okay, that's actually fantastic. Alright. Why aren't you wearing a shirt?
How are you?
I am concerned.
Welcome to Pell's Gate. I'm listening.
Okay, we can do a little chit-chatting here.
Gracious, what a hero. That's just stupid. What a...
Is it
My
just
life.
stupid?
I won't fight you. You've got a point. Don't waste your flat... What a dumb joke.
Wait, what? Yeah, she doesn't like these two. I don't understand.
That's just such... You've got a point. I can't. Such a. That's just.
Oh,
Not
well,
now,
that was
not
my
later,
fault. I
not
messed that
ever.
one up.
Such adventures. That's just stupid. Gracious. You. Sorry, I don't get it.
Okay.
That's just not funny. That's That's. Don't try to manipulate me.
Why not?
I won't. Not now, not later, not. Sorry. That's amazing.
7.
I won't. That's just such adventures.
Okay.
How I envy. Yes.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Let's do
This.
business.
What are you willing to buy, though? Okay, you aren't willing to buy, like, anything. I don't have any kind of,
Take
like,
care.
food or wine. Is this the place that has the guy upstairs who you talked to? No. Apparently not. I thought this was the place that had the guy you buy the upgrades for the evil lair. I guess not. Or if it is, he's not here right now. Oh, okay. Oh, we also got enough whatever in that one moment to now we can level up again suddenly. Was it? There's a weenie. Wayne and Primary? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Well, this place seems pretty fancy, actually. Oh, this is where what's his face? I must take the amulet of kings to Joffrey. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot that's why this place is so fancy. It's actually part of the main story. Wah wah. All right. Let me just keep spamming detect life while we increase our mysticism, so that hopefully we can get some intelligent boost. Oh, these are farms is what that symbolizes. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Oh. I can lockpick it. I wish I could lockpick it and not go in the building. It's not like I'm interested in coming in here and like stealing anything. I just want to practice lockpicking doors. Unless I walk into one of these and there's like actively a murder going on. Oh, I'll steal this nin root though. I will steal that nin root. We have a quest for nin root. I'm taking that with me. Chindrak Knot and Lamp is going to take that. Oh, I can just go through and take all of their like food off of their farm? Really? And this isn't considered theft? I'm pretty sure if I talk to any farmer ever and I'm like, and ask them if they mind people wandering into their crops and just stealing stuff, they would say, yes, I do care that that's happening. But at least we're getting lots of carrots. I guess if we ever do alchemy, we can have lots of carrots to mix with everything. The question becomes, does this stuff like alchemy together in a way that I can actually use it for anything? Radishes? Let's go. I'm actually a big fan of radishes. No, it's just foraging, yeah. Ika, do you eat radishes? Are you a radish kind of person? I myself will absolutely just buy a bag of radishes and just wash them and eat them out of the bag. I don't even care if it still has the like root on it. I'll just bite the root off and spit it back in the bag. I'm a heathen when it comes to eating radishes. I don't know why I like them so much. I just do. It's so good. It's like the perfect mix of like cool and like damp, but also like a little bit of spice in it. Not really more of a cabbage guy, but you can't. Oh God, no, don't see me. Oh, you didn't see me. Stop it. I don't want to fight you.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
God.
Nobody breaks the law on my watch. I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail.
Wow, my current bounty's 2,000, huh?
Then pay with your...
Alright. I'll pay with my blood.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
The cabbage isn't something you can just, like, wash and eat, don't you have to, like, cook cabbage?
This ends here!
And this guy is very angry. Also, why is he faster than me? He's wearing full heavy armor and wielding weapons. I'm not even wielding a weapon. Why is he faster than me? Oh, are you a bandit?
Stay away.
You're a highwayman. Oh wait, will you kill the guard? Ow! Oh, you can hear him
You dare oppose the
swinging
might
away.
of the Imperial Legion?
The might of the Imperial Legion. Listen to this guy acting like he's good at his job or something. Can't kill a person who's actively running away from him. Oh, you actually came down here. More healthy to eat raw anyway. You just should wash it. Oh, okay. Guess I've never thought of cabbage as something you can eat raw.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
How about no? I really thought he would attack those bandits. Oh, there's a random boar? Why did this random boar start attacking me? Am I missing something? I think our character's cursed or something.
Die, damn you!
Wow, he's really... he is not happy with our character not being dead.
Let's
Oh,
get
he's still
this
chasing us. Did the boar follow him? No, it's just this one
You'll
car.
never take me down.
What? Oh, it's goblins. Okay. There's no friendly fire on these two? Seriously? How is that possible? There's no way they're friends with each other. How is it possible that they're friendly? They're really attacking me over each other here. This is insane. Okay, random rat. Everyone is getting cursed. Oh, wow, this rat is actively faster than us. Why does everything have infinite stamina? I don't understand. We're literally the only thing that does not have infinite stamina, apparently.
For the Empire!
For the Empire! Blah, blah, blah. Dude, do you have some? You're a highwayman. What's your deal?
Pay up, or else.
Oh. No.
We can play it.
All right, cool. Are you also gonna start attacking me randomly? Okay. I hate when devs just give enemies infinite stamina / ammo. Yeah, it's really silly. The fact that these enemies aren't interacting with one another is also very silly. Just sitting here running through the woods, being actively chased by a bandit. So we're clear here. Actively being chased by a bandit, a guard, and a boar who can't even hit each other accidentally in combat, by the way. I guess I just run to the end of time? Like, I don't know. Since this guard apparently can follow me anywhere I go.
Yeah.
Bethesda didn't count on this one, team. Bethesda didn't count on this one. I still don't understand why these guys are all faster than me, by the way. Oh, there's another fort over here. Oh, wait. Oh, no, no. It's over on this side, I think.
Ah! I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm!
It's always fun when you make enemies running out of ammo and resources as part of your strategy. Yeah. It's exactly. It's that. It's a strategy. Did my non-existent horse just get damaged? What was that? Wow, this guard absolutely positively wants me dead. We found Fort Carmola. Oh, it has a wolf in it. Oh. The wolf will, in fact, attack the guard. How odd. Wolves confirmed to hate guards more than me.
Ha! You dare oppose the might of the Imperial Legion? You're ha! You elves are all the same. All flesh and no fury. For the Empire!
So that's good to know. All we have to do is find a wolf, and then the wolves will kill the soldiers. Good to know. Top-notch nap, 10 out of 10, would nap again. I figured you just went to bed. Isn't it like, I don't know, 9 p.m. there now? Okay. Well, we found a new use for the wolves. They will apparently actively attack. You have a silver longsword as a random member of the guards? I am in bed. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. You were having your almond magnum or whatever. Calling it this nap as I just woke up. Saw a lot of anti-horse enemies. Yeah, we had several things attack our horse for no apparent reason that I had to, like, defend Grand Horse. Oh, Legion stuff is expensive? Oh, we're overweight, though. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. 5. I mean, that's 35 on its own. 3. What is that? 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, that is a lot of stuff. It's worth a ton. Well, we're like 20 points over, so we'll leave the greaves behind, I guess, for now. So yeah, we just have to find, anytime we're being attacked by a town guard or whatever, we just have to find a wolf, and the wolves will attack the town guards, and the town guards won't attack the wolves. It's just that easy, team. It's just that easy. Oh, there's an inn here. What happens if will the wolf follow me into the inn? It won't. Okay. It's a little ominous. There's no one in this inn in the middle of the night. I feel like that's mildly concerning. I might have just walked in on like a cult sacrificing somebody. Oh, with a secret underground cave. Oh, we definitely just walked on in into a ye old cult, didn't we? I think we did. Let's see. So Wait. Steel boots is 2 defense. Okay, still 5. Oh, okay. The Legion armor is actually better. Okay, better or the same than the steel stuff. Legion boots 10 and 2. Oh yeah, it's all basically the same. Unfortunately, I left the greaves behind, but... Elven arrow? What? Why is there elven arrows in here? Inn of Cthulhu? Yeah, Inn of the Steel Sword. Something's going on down. What is this? This is a... Yeah, we found a evil cult. Can confirm evil cult. "100% evil cult." Oh, I don't want a skull. What am I gonna do with that? Get that out of my inventory. I mean, luckily evil cults don't count. Oh yeah, look, it even has ladders to the other houses so they can all secretly climb down from their houses and meet up in their tunnels. We definitely found an evil cult, everybody. Oh yeah, they're all down here without shirts on. This is definitely an evil cult.
Where? Go.
What? What? Are you also idiots? Is that what's going
Am I
on?
supposed to do your worst?
I'm doing like the least I can do.
Why won't you die? I fought mud threats more.
So I'm just tougher than you.
You're outmatched, Elf. What's the matter? Getting tired? Ow!
No, I'm doing
Show
this.
me what you've got.
I'm literally
You're
using you for
outmatched,
practice.
Elf. Ha! Die, damn you! You elves are all the same.
Why is that not working?
All flesh and no fury. Yeah! Ha!
What? How is that not a block?
Ha!
It was clearly a block. Wow,
You
whatever this
elves are all the
club he's
same.
using is apparently does a lot of stagger damage. What is this thing? It's literally just a club. It doesn't do any... There's no value. It's just a spiked club. Weird. How odd. Oh, wrong button. Gonna be driving a while? Alright. Drive away. Be safe. It's a lot of just random people down here. About an hour back to town. Oof. By the time you get back, it's gonna be pathologic time. Oh, they all saw that. Oh, that's bad.
You're outmatched, Elf. What?
my
Let's get this over. Die! This ends here. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Why do you all look the same? Are you all magical clones of yourselves? Oh my god, the whole town's down here.
Am I supposed to be
Oh, well, this is
impressed?
bad. Wow, the whole town is down here. I don't have any area of effect spells either. Oh, they followed me. Well, some of them followed me.
Why won't you? I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. Do your worst. Ow!
God, apparently they're super tough.
Outsider.
Outsider kill, what? Okay, this is definitely an evil cult, everybody. 100% evil cult. Oh my god, the whole town is chasing me. Didn't count on that one. Didn't expect this one. They were good? Then why did they attack me on sight? I'm confused. So do the two of them... Why do two of them look the same? Because three of them actually look the same. When we were being chased out of that basement, out of the tunnel cult meeting area, there were several of them that looked identical to one another. Like, these two would look the same if it wasn't for their the one guy having a shirt. Secret cloning facility? That's what I thought. That's what I said. Is like, are they using magical clones or something?
Let's get this. Take that!
Grr.
This ends here! Yeah!
They're just using clubs. I don't understand why.
Will you fall down and bleed to death?
God. You're so lucky you don't have friendly fire. If you had friendly fire, you guys would have killed each other.
You're outmatched, Elf.
Outmatched, I'm outnumbered. That's the difference. That's the difference, team. I'm outnumbered.
Ha! You'll never take me down.
God, you're so lucky that every other attack you swing at me gets to stagger me. Also, I don't understand why they're faster than me. I still don't understand that part. Days and weeks of constant use make wearing heavy armor tolerable, but not comfortable. You've learned to adapt to its weight and use it in combat. As a journeyman of heavy armor, your plate mail is no longer damaged as swiftly from combat. Oh, that's good. Oh, you can just teleport up here? Okay. That lady is, like, got one hit point. There we go. We got one. Jeez. Oh my god. At least we're getting lots of heavy armor practice. Wait, what? Oh, I was like, where did they go? They're over there now. Okay, that's two dead. Maybe they're just triplets. They are from the same small town.
Die, damn you!
They might literally just be triplets. Ow. Benefits of a wizard, you can just magic heal yourself.
You elves are all the same. You flesh.
How are you still standing? The last 10 hit points are apparently the toughest ones to get rid of. Dang. Oh yeah, they have a bunch of zombie flesh on them and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Legion helmet. I could have put that on, I guess. Great. Great. Good to hear. Good to see. There we go. perfect. That actually worked out exactly the way I wanted it to. All this Legion armor. Okay. Sweet. We did it, team. We did it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. We just fought off a whole town of evil cultists. Easy as that. Using their cheap iron maces and literal just sticks with nails in them. Where did that other guy die? It's one downside to a lot of these modules is that there's no way to find bodies in this heavy, like, brush that is the grass and stuff a lot of the time. Okay, I looted those two. Oh, there he is. I was looking for this third guy with the vest. Oh, good. You actually just had money on you. Yeah, just a basic iron mace, though. Nothing special there. Okay. I guess we can go drop this stuff off at one of our other places that are very far away from here. You'd have to keep in mind that Hack Dirt apparently is some sort of cult area. Okay, where is... Yeah, until we get a key, we can't go any further in Fort Blue Blood. Okay, let's drop this stuff off. All that. Ooh, blackberries. So many carrots now. We can do so many experiments with carrots. Well, out of all those watermelons we picked up, we only got one of them actually harvested. That seems insane to me, but okay. No. We're not going to Brazil. We're not going to Brazil or Brazil or anything else, for that matter. Where did that guard die? I think it was Fort Carmala. I think that's where the wolf killed him, inside of the fort, right? Yes, it was inside of the fort. Perfect. Mutton. Ooh, fortifies health. It's kind of tempting, actually. Maybe we take a mutton joint. Just a little dollop of mutton. Oh God, the wolf's back. I thought we lost the wolf. Always more wolves, though. You know what I mean? There's always more wolves. What is this? Vipers something? Vipers bugloss. Bugless? Vipers bugloss. What kind of plant is bugloss? Man, at some point we're going to be able to sit down and do so much alchemy with all these plants I'm harvesting. Just listening to this wolf chases. There's nothing else going on out here, huh? So we've found a lot of really interesting places. But there's nothing going on in any of them. Keep casting mysticism spells so we can get smarter. I think that wolf also just teleported in front of us somehow. Just out for a jog. Doesn't everyone wear full plate armor while being bitten by a wolf and casting magical spells when they go for a jog? Moonstone. Oh. Okay. Got another statue over here. Oh man, am I stuck? Oh wait, am I stuck? Oh my god, I'm stuck. Oh, wait, wait. Nope, nope. Wow, we got out. Take that, physics. You're not gonna best me this day. I'm just gonna spend a week running through the woods wearing heavy armor and carrying a sledgehammer while wolves bite at my armor. Imagine if it just suddenly crashed. That would be, you know what? You're not wrong. That would be very sad. Oh. Hi, everybody. You seem friendly.
All mortals will come to him. He is the harvester of souls.
Oh, okay. You're an evil murder cult. Oh, okay. What do you got to say?
Fools must be separated from their illusions before they will come to him.
Kill the Mollog Ball? Is that what the giant thing in the sky is?
Go then.
You walk in the shadow of the corruptor. Why do you come to this place?
Oh, Mollog Ball. Oh, okay. Oh, kill the cult. Oh.
What is your business at the shrine of Molag Bal, the tormentor of men?
I have no business here.
Then leave this place before the Lord Molag Bal decides that your eternal torment might prove amusing.
You guys are silly, aren't you? You're a bunch of silly fellas. Even this lady is a silly fella. Where'd that wolf go, by the way? Did that wolf give up? Was that wolf not allowed to come in here and, like... Oh, you're like a big demon guy. Oh, well, that's interesting. It's not every day you get to see a big demon guy. Put these on. Yeah, now we're in Legion armor, which looks much more menacing than the steel armor. So wait, what happens if I kill this cult, by the way? I'm gonna save just in case. Sup?
By the nine divine, assault! Assault!
Assault! I assume this counts as murder? I don't know, I just don't like them. Oh, okay. This is a bad cult. They're not even helping each other out in the middle of like a fist fight. He does have an elvish sword, which is pretty sweet.
Ha! You'll never take me down. This ends here.
Okay. Oh, he's unconscious. I can't loot him, apparently. Apparently he is critical to the story and thus cannot be killed. I can just keep knocking him unconscious, though. Uh-oh, it's a story character. Yeah. He's apparently immediately relevant to the story. So we can't kill them. Wah, wah. Well, that's fun. Got some caves over here to go discover. I think one good thing about the way they did the world map for this is most places you can just run over to them. Like if you're playing Skyrim, you can't just run to a lot of places. You have to like climb a mountain and find a mysterious path that leads to the place you know is up there somehow. Is it just a mud crab? What's up, homie? I'm gonna cook your meat in the shell. Easy enough. Oh my god, trolled. Oh, where? Okay, well I didn't expect there to be trolls in here. While walking you run has always been your motto. Now the miles of running and hours of swimming have paid off. You're an apprentice of athletics. Your rate of fatigue regeneration when running is increased by 25%. Okay, well I didn't expect the random troll. You got me. I have been actually trolled, everybody. Oh, I have more reach than you. That is a weird noise you make. Why are they so fast? Well, because they're clearly giant gorillas. Like, they're just gorillas with three eyes and a green tint to them, so they're super fast. Plus, everything we've run into seems to be faster than me at this point. So. Okay. Okay, I thought fire damage was supposed to limit their regenerative capabilities. That does not seem to be the case. Trolls should be slow. Not Elden Scroll trolls. These bad boys are fast. They take the what do you call them? The Sonic version of speed. They need to go fast. I guess in theory I could just sit here forever casting fire spells at them. Practicing destruction magic to the end of time. It's silly, but I guess I could, right? In theory? Can I do, like, regenerative magic on them? Oh, he's too far away for touch spells. And dead. Alright. Ooh, troll fat. I bet that makes the best cake batter you've ever had in your life. Okay, so where's this? Okay, that was a series of silly things that have happened. Okay. I don't like how those roots are wiggling. That's not okay. That's a trap. Alright, we killed the 2 trolls. Are there more trolls in here, though? Well, there's a rat. There's a second of the rat. Okay, 2 rats. Okay, so it feels like there were people in here at one time, but... stop it. Get off me. But apparently that is not the case anymore. Oh, okay. Ow, stop it. Okay. Yeah, there's just rats. Oh, he found me. Luckily his attacks are slow. Ha! Oh, I'm stuck. Give him the silver warhammer. He doesn't like it, but he's gonna have to take it. Ow! Okay, good. We got him trapped again. Okay. Troll fat. Perfect. Just heal back up real quick. And by real quick, I mean incredibly slowly, because we're not very efficient with our mana or our healing spells. Again, that might have something to do with like the fact that I just have a really high endurance, so maybe I just have like a boatload of hit points to try to recover, but... Secrets? No secrets. I swear, up and down, left and right, that you're supposed to use fire on trolls because it nullifies their, it nullifies their regenerative powers, but that does not seem to be the case in this module, which is a little frustrating. So it's potion. Oh, another giant cave. Troll massacre. Yeah, but it's like Yeah, troll massacre, but like backwards, right? Because usually if you said there was a troll massacre, it would be like a troll went on a rampage and killed a bunch of people. But in this case, it's backwards. It's someone running around massacring a bunch of trolls. Which is not traditionally how you see things going. Oh, he saw me. I didn't know you could block natural weapons. He just kicked me. Oh, what is this thing's problem? Stop it. Can't freaking kick. You're a gorilla. Gorillas don't kick. If you're not throwing your feces or punching, that's all you get to do. Just double stagger? Really? Die! How are you not dead? Right in time? Yeah. At least it auto-saved when we came back in the second time. God, we did so much damage. There is something actively wrong with the hit bars, by the way. The HP bar of enemies does not accurately show how HP works. The last, like, 5 hit points are more hit points than they have in the whole rest of the bar. Makes no sense at all. Okay, so we gotta find a place where I can loop you. Where was it? Was it like right over here where that was working? No, this one. I swear it was like right here, but okay, it was right here. It was right here. I always quick save spam in these modules so I cheese most enemies. That's fair. I mean, play it how you want, right? Like, who cares? It's not like you're gonna hurt the module's feelings by being, you know, cheesing them. But while we're doing it, but I like to do it this way just so it looks like I'm at least trying to play the module as programmed, right? There's a lot of blood on that mushroom. I'm trying to engage the module on its terms. So we don't usually cheese stuff if we can. Stalker has conditioned me to quick saving. Oh, yeah. I mean, Stalker will 110% convince you that you need to quick save all the time, constantly. I mean, when we were playing through that, how routinely would I just be walking around and then suddenly some... Ooh, random boots. And they're heavy armor, nonetheless. Wow. Some random thing would come running out of nowhere. Some, like, random Bloodstalker would just spawn in, run over, punch me in the neck, and I would die. And I would have lost a bunch of travel time if I hadn't been quick saving all the time. Some random bandit that wasn't there before pops out and just guns you down with a double-barrel shotgun. It's like, son of a biscuits. Declaration of fudge. Ow, stop it. Stop it. Oh, look, they just went to sleep. Just went to sleep, team. Just a little nappity nap for those rats. Giant cave rats, just a little nappity nap. Ain't. Oh! Hi. How's it going? Ow. Okay, this is not working. He's definitely, his regen is definitely higher than my ability to drain his health with health draining powers. God, it just regens so quick. Just giving him the hammer, but he doesn't care. Down. This is what it's like fighting me for the NPCs. Ow. Knock that off. Stop it. Stop it. When the rats get sent to bedtime because it's inside, we're toasted. Are you almost dead? What is happening? Is this guy magic? He literally refused to die. Wow. I guess that explains why that other one killed me. Sometimes they're just super powerful. Jeez. But yeah. I mean, technically the rats are inside, but they're inside of a cave, so it's kind of a... This will was strong, yeah. He kept rolling nat 20s on his death saving throw, so he kept not going to 0 hit points. Berserker powers, am I right? Ika, when you get back, you can confirm those berserker powers. Oh, you listen. I don't need this from you. You're a rat. You just take a nap now. All right. You too. Listen. Just take a nap. Just take a nap. Sleepy time. Sleepy time for the rats. All right. Okay, that's the dead end. Still annoyed that the only staff we found is just that one that just causes stuff to have more weight to carry. Okay, this is that door, so we should save here. Does this have quick saves, or is it only like pause and saves? I don't actually realize. I don't know if I know. So there's the troll. It has quick saves? Oh, okay. Yeah, this troll's just gonna kick my butt. I'm gonna have to, like, do something. Oh. Yeah, see, fire is supposed to nullify their regen, but it absolutely doesn't. See, look at how much damage it's taking per hit. And then it gets into that last, like, little section, and it's like, nope, damage doesn't affect me anymore. God, dang. So much damage. Now, is there a second troll? Also, I think it mentioned we're in technically a different cave now. Which is sort of crazy, but... Oh, troll! Ah! Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm definitely gonna die. Oh! How are you hitting me? You're so far away. Oh, my hammer broke. Are you kidding? Another hammer broke? Straight up. Another one of my hammers broke. Why so many trolls in one cave? I have no idea. This is just a random cave I found. It's not even like Troll Cave or something. This is just a random cave. I can hear him back there whiffing. Ignore those. Don't worry, those aren't about you. Yeah, what cave is this? It's Serpent Hollow Cave. Ah, which has a bunch of trolls in it, apparently. Serpent Hollow, where all the trolls live. How is this possible? I had to jump to get up here. Do I have any other weapons? I don't. Ugh. Ugh, I say ugh. Armor's 2. I guess it's technically better than the Legion boots right now. Luckily, their attacks are kind of slow, so I can actually... Going into their attack animations causes them to slow down. But yeah, Serpent Cave, everybody. It's full of trolls. I'm gonna take this troll into town and see what happens. Hi, everybody. Oh, it's a bunch of horses.
You're pathetic.
Wait, what? He died instantly? What did they do to him to kill him instantly? They shot him with a
What's going on with you?
I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly little animal.
Why?
Nasty creatures. But I hear their meat is rather tasty.
What did he just
I have
do?
no more to say to you.
Oh, if that's the way you feel.
What a bizarre interaction. Do you have like a fire
Make it
axe?
quick.
What did you...
Stop talking.
I guess you've got a fire axe. Do you have an axe of
I
like...
take it you want something. Well, what is it?
Why are you wearing
Yes?
shoes? What?
Bye.
He's not wearing shoes.
I'm waiting.
You are a jerk.
Leave me alone.
And this guy's got like an elven mace. What is... This town is just full of like ex-heroes or something? Are you all retired heroes? Oh my god. Oops. Wrong thing. Do you think wizards in real life make that mistake? They go to cast like a, I don't know, breathe underwater spell, and instead they accidentally cast a fireball and hit someone in the face with it? That has to happen in Magic all the time, right? I'm sure there's got to be a part in one of the Harry Potter books about like them miscasting the wrong spell at the wrong time and hitting someone in the face with like fire. Definitely had to have happened in Harry Potter book. At least once. If I had to guess, at least once. No, it's another one of these things. I don't think so, because you got to say the spell and stuff. I guess that's true with certain like, but it's got to be one. Well, I mean, I know I've seen in the movies they did the thing where the spell doesn't work the right way and it does something other than what it was originally intended to do. And that happens in the movies all the time. But I'm just, yeah, I guess it would be in real life. It'd be much harder if you had to actually do the physical movements and say the physical words to accidentally cast the wrong thing. I guess. Is there a town over here? Oh god, it's another wolf. I don't want to hurt you, wolf. You're gonna leave me no choice. I'm angered by this module's draw distance with the grass. I have it turned up pretty high too, by the way, so the grass probably shouldn't be popping in like that. Wow, there are a lot of plants here. And this also makes me wonder how effective would heavy armor actually be at stopping a wolf from biting you? Because, I mean, they're just using their teeth, so trying to bite into metal for them would probably be really bad for their teeth. Oh, yeah. There's a place over here. Unfortunately, we wanted in every town in existence for, like, I don't know, not murder. By the way, the only crime we've been charged with, as far as I'm aware, is requisitioning a horse, which is kind of funny, and bumping into a guard. We bumped into a corrupt guard back in the capital, and we have now been declared criminal in every town in all of the capital, of all of Cyrodiil. We are now actively a
What's the matter?
they're attacking the wolves. Dang, this guy's got a lightning sword? And he's losing. Dang, bro. You got a lightning sword over there?
I'm Gaston Cyrilli. Perhaps you've met my brother David. Together, we are the Cyrilli Brothers Winery.
Wow. Skingrad?
Skingrad is the wine-producing capital of Tamriel. You must sample our local wines. You'll never taste better.
Okay.
The 415 vintages were particularly good. The 399, well, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, if you can find a bottle.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Thanks.
Take care.
Yes?
Nothing.
You
Dang,
too.
you also have some kind of crazy, like, silver bow? Dang. Alright, well. So yeah, this guy's got, like, a short sword, like a basic iron short sword, but it's a lightning iron short sword. Also, they don't care if I steal all their grapes, which is, you know, fun. Yeah, when they pulled their swords out, I wasn't sure if they were going to attack me or the wolf, to be honest with you. This module's pretty weird about that kind of thing. Again, I'm sure all farmers are fine with random people going in and harvesting all their crops for someone else's personal benefit. Do we have any repair hammers I can, you know, commandeer? Inkwell. Hand scythe kind of makes sense. I don't understand why you have so much ink out here, but hand scythe makes sense to me. Sewing Brothers Vineyard. Oh God, don't tell me. No. Get away from me. Wait, he's not an enemy yet. Can I teleport away from him if he's... Oh, the guards are pursuing me. Oh, butts. Come on, how far does their jurisdiction run? There has to be a limit, right? Oh God, they're still following me. Come on. Oh, are you a bandit? Oh, you are a bandit. Okay.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed.
Oh, he's attacking or no. Okay, he is attacking. Oh, the bandits are attacking. Wait, no, they're both attacking me.
To your own. This ends. Die, cur.
Ooh, a dwarven arrow, you say?
Oh, what's the matter?
I don't know who's winning. Oh, the guard won. Unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Wow, iron and silver. Dang. Really? Wow. Okay, I guess. What? Apparently there's a mine over here? I mean, at least this guard is devoted to his craft, right? Oh, you're attacking something. Oh, you're attacking something that isn't me, so I can actually run away and you become despawned. Okay, great. Perfect. As long as I run away from him, he gets distracted by whatever else he's attacking. I'm not his problem, and he's not my problem. This really sucks that I can't go into any town. I was hoping this would be more like Skyrim, where if you're outlawed in one town, you can just go to a different town and they won't instantly hate you. But no, all the towns here apparently have cell phones and chit-chat regularly. Oh, we found another statue or something. What's this one about, eh?
What business do you have with Meridia, Lady of Infinite Energies?
Oh, shrine?
The spark of life is within you, and you are welcome here at Meridia's shrine. It is possible she will speak to you, under certain conditions. Leave an offering at this shrine. Meridia demands tribute in the form of the remains of her enemies, the undead.
Oh. Okay, I can do that. I fight undead all the
Watch and
time.
wait.
They actually gave us a quest. One of Maria's followers has told me that the Daedra can be summoned if something from the corpse of an undead creature is left as an offering at the statue. Oh, okay. This actually starts a whole quest. And it's a Daedric quest. Wait, you idiots are worshipping Daedra? Do you know how dangerous that is?
Life is a blessing, and death is not the end, but only when the spirit remains incorruptible.
You understand that Daedra are like evil,
All things speak
right?
with the voice of life, even the bones of the earth.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you guys, this whole squad is into it, huh? You're just into it? Okay. They're just into it, team. They are just down to clown when it comes to worshipping the Daedra. Seems like a bad idea to me. I mean, I'm obsessed with the Daedra, but that's because I want to summon them and bend them to my will. That's not because I worship the Daedra because they're good people. Like, no. They're chaos demons. What are you talking about? Okay, there's a farm and there's a cave. What is this? Is this something? Is this anything? It's nothing. Okay. Good to know. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, there's going to be another old ruin and then a camp. I don't think I got this distracted when we were playing Fallout New Vegas. But I think that's because Fallout New Vegas has more roads and stuff that kind of help direct you and where you need to be going. But I feel like overall, maybe the world is a little bit smaller. And the story is a little bit more... what's the term? Like, complementary to the universe. And like, there's just not as much to just... What are you? Oh, you're... Oh, yeah, that's right. I still don't have a weapon. God. Oh, yeah, that's right. There is hand-to-hand in this. The secret energies of the human body have not surrendered their mystery easily to you. You are a journeyman of restoration and can now cast journeyman level restoration spells. Cool. I'm just gonna punch him. Just give him the fists. Technically, we are punching them. Oh my god! We gave that one a stroke! Oh my lord. Dang. I didn't expect that guy to die that way. That was not my intention. That was incredibly violent. I thought he would just go to sleep like the rats do. That guy had like a full spasm. Wow. Ugh. Probably not for the best. Jeez. I mean, he 100% we gave him a brain aneurysm and that's how he went down, team. That's not okay. That was not my intention. I guess we should have just done fire instead. I think that would have been less overall damage. So many plants. Okay, so there's one more camp over here, which will probably have a bandit or a goblin. Oh, no? Oh, wait. What's this? There's a dead bandit bowman here. With a silver bow, you say? Okay. I can't take their armor.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
What?
Nobody breaks the law on my
Where
watch.
did you come from?
Confiscating your stolen goods.
Oh
Now
my
pay your fine, or it's off to jail.
Oh my god. $2,800, you say? What is going on?
Then pay with your blood!
Oh god, why? Where did you even come from?
Yeah!
Where did you come from? Bro, intrusive. Seriously. Okay, give me a second to pick this lock. And this is a bandit's lock, so it's fine. Oh, of course. Ooh, a silver vase. Oh, we're overweight, though. Oh, that chainmail stuff is totally worth it. This will leave that here. Oh, that's not enough. I guess I technically don't need, like, all of this pulp, right? Flaxseed? Leave flaxseed here for a hot second, probably. Okay. Ah.
Let's get this over.
How did you even know? How did you see me?
What's the matter? Getting tired?
No, man, that's not what's going on here.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Okay, we definitely have got to find a spell or something, like a sleeping spell, that we can cast on these guys. What is this? The stone stirs under your hand. Do you seek its conjured weapon and armor? Oh, no. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Oh, a troll showed up. A random troll showed up and is attacking the guard. Nice, get him. Get him. Whoop him up. Whoop him up. See, if I kill the guard, I become a murderer. But if this troll kills the guard, that's fine. That's the difference, team. There we go. I don't know where this troll came from either, but... Okay, so it seems like they just take extra damage from fire. It doesn't necessarily end their regen, though. Oh, come on. Oh, he dodged, because of course he did at the last second. Now we're back in this infinite loop of me not having enough mana. You gotta be kidding me with this. There. Kind of a waste, but... Go down. Thank you. Good Lord. Oh, I'm over encumbered because of it. Of course I am. Oh, the crab meat weighs a pound each. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, there's a... Okay, there's a fort right here. What is that? What is this thing? An altar? Oh, God. That means this place is full of freaking necromancers, isn't it? I just need a treasure chest real quick. Oh, you know, wait. We can go back to... Hold on. Rav Shava's camp. We can put this stuff in that treasure chest that's here. Oh, the Imperial Guard horse is still here. Put all this stuff away. I'm gonna have so many weird little stashes of stuff. Just about. Okay, perfect. And then we can go back over here. And then I think it was up this way. We can go get this guy's body. Yeah, there's the altar. Man, there is so much stuff to do in this. I'm surprised at how deep these caves are. Fallen New Vegas definitely didn't have quite the same depth of caves that this does. Which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but... Wait, where did... It was like right here, wasn't it? I didn't notice this beam of light coming out of this either. Okay, the troll started attacking us. The troll started attacking him. Where did I go? I swear that guy... Oh, there's the troll. Where's the body? Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh. There we go. Gold. Alright, perfect. Yeah, there's like a literal beam of energy coming off of this altar. I'm sure that's fine. Not at all ominous. I wish we could zoom out a little bit more on this map for my taste, but... I mean, I know there's limits. I get it. It's just... would have been nice. We're here practicing my mysticism. Trying to get our intelligence score to go up a little bit so we have a bigger mana pool to draw from. Oh no, I'm doing this the wrong way. Oh, I actually do need to switch some stuff. It's all my armor's all super busted. The Legion shield and stuff can go in here, no problem, but... There we go, just put all this away. So many alchemy items. Why? Silver vase, wolf pelt. Perfect. Only thing... Those boots might actually be... They are. They're actually as good as the boots I'm currently wearing. Okay, cool. So we actually can just keep the running boots. Okay. Sweet. Though I do need a weapon. I'm out of repair hammers. Do I have a steel mace, or a silver mace. That's actually not terrible. So this damage must take into account our skill with the weapon. Because there's no way that this silver longsword does less damage than a silver one-handed mace. That doesn't make any sense at all. Alright. Might not be optimal, but we've got one, I guess. It's what's important. Okay. Was it this one? I think it was over here, right? It was by this road. What? Where did it... Oh, it's over here. It's all the way over here. Okay. Dang. Oh, that horse is still here. Weird. I would have thought that horse would have despawned. That's very odd to me. Why is this horse still here? This horse 100% should have despawned. There's a bandit hedge wizard who's died here too? What? Where did this... I didn't even see this bandit hedge wizard when we were running by earlier. Good lord. Really? Man, I was really hoping. Here, have some iron arrows. Is that enough? Nope. I was really, really, really hoping I wouldn't have to put anything else down. Oh, steel dagger. Here, have a steel dagger. It's fine. Probably. It's probably fine, right? There we go. Perfect. Jeez. Something. It must have been that troll. That troll must have come in here and massacred the bandits. That bandit and the hedge wizard. There's no way either of those two was going to put up enough of a fight to stop a troll. No way that's happening. Unless one of them has a fire weapon. But I don't think the hedge wizard's smart enough to know to do that. It's probably just going to use its basic normal weapons that it always uses, right? We gotta find a place to sell stuff. This is getting ridiculous. There's so many things in here. There's so much money in here. It's gotta be a staff I can go find someplace to buy. And that's not even counting the stuff I have back in the evil base. God, if I wasn't outlawed from town. If I wasn't a wanted man. Okay, let's go take a nap at Bogwater. And we can call it there. Switch over to Pathologic. Okay. Endurance up by 3, yeah. Okay. Take that. Got another level. This is probably so unbelievably inefficient, but... Okay. Take that. Got another level. Okay. Ooh. What do I want to do? Probably just do these 3 again. I mean, our endurance is already so high. Man, we are going to be criminally underleveled with the fact that all these are just only +2s. I have very rarely gotten any +5s or even +3s out of this. Our character is going to be so incredibly weak come and as things can progress. All right. Okay. But that'll wrap it up. Got nothing done except running around causing a bunch of mayhem and looting items. Wasn't necessarily my intention, but it's an Elder Scrolls module. That's what half of the time in these is just running around causing trouble. That's all you can really do. Any of the lurkers, thank you. You have the Twitch roll go around. We always appreciate you. Anybody that checks the VODs here on Twitch or on the YouTube repository, thank you. Those numbers help keep me motivated and is always appreciated. I think that's got it. Nothing, like I said, I don't think we have anything special going on this week. The week of July 4th, I might have something special, but as of right now, I think everything's going to be normal next week. But thanks again, everyone. I hope you have a good rest of whatever you're up to. And yeah, I think that's it. Bye.